Alright, welcome to the stream, escapees. Is this thing working? Usually I hear a little echo. I didn't hear anything this time. Alright, let me go ahead and fix the headset right after. Okay, just waiting for the audio to come up, which it never did. Okay, there it is. It was just a lull in the music. Okay, let's see here. Oh, we are live. Excellent. Yay, welcome to the stream, escapees. I hope you guys are doing well. Get into the correct game category, Elder Scrolls 4. Good. Sorry, my hair is kind of like overshadowing my eye there. I saw that on the other side. Okay. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Let me fix my bangs, you guys. They're a little split incorrectly right there. Hopefully that looks better. Yeah, there you go. A little better. I'm gonna tilt y'all up just a hair right there and then just kind of back down. See what the camera looks like. Wait a minute. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. I was distracted by my hair. I didn't look at my mouth. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah, to make sure we weren't, you know, desynced and all that stuff. I was like, oops. Okay, so if I'm playing the game, this is what I'm gonna look like. Not bad. So I'm celebrating. Yeah! Victory! Cool, cool. I mean, you know, this might be the end of the Gray Fox storyline tonight. I don't know. It might not be, though, so I don't know. I'm just saying that because the Gray Fox was like, this might be the final. When we got the Boots of Spring Hill Jack last night, he's like, this might be the final piece I needed to complete preparations for my plan. So his big plan's coming up. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so now I'm gonna see what I look like when I'm playing the game. There, that doesn't look too bad. Excellent. I know I've been trying to move y'all kind of this way. So you can see more of my face instead of just the side. I don't have my camera like set right in front of me or anything. It's kind of off to the edge a little bit. As of course, I'm sure y'all know. You have eyes. You have eyes, escapees. Alright, that should be good right there. I know I don't like getting too much of my back wall. I hang a lot of my sweatshirts on the corner of the door there, so that's what all that nonsense is. Good, good, good. Decent. Alright, escapees. Got some stuff to do real quick. Rendered! What is up, dude? You're the first person in the channel. Let me give you the first type. That also tells me if my Soul Escape bot is loaded, and in fact, we have 2 Soul Escape bots in here. Ah! Those bots are indeed tied to Streamlabs chatbot, just in case. But yay, welcome to the stream! Okay, I exited out of one of them, so hopefully that fixes that little issue right there. Always good to know, though. Woo! Oh, thank you for being here, Rendered. I appreciate it. Hope you had a good Thursday. How'd it go? How was your day? And we are just starting the stream, so let's do the tweets. So live over on the Soul stream. Gray Fox been saying we're getting near to the end of his big plan. What could it be? Watch live at twitch.tv/soulescape. That's where we're at, you guys. twitch.tv/SCUL_3SC4P3. Welcome to the channel. Got a follower, what's up? Hey, a new follower hype. Just getting things started real quick. But yeah, thank you, Rendered, for being the first person in the channel today. Woo! Alright, looks good. Doing a little Streamlabs there. Thank you so much. Oh, hey, what's up, Stinky Pete? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream, getting in on that close second right there. Second person I see in the channel. just getting things started real quick. What else do I need here? Get my phone. Good. Excellent. The chat tablet. Excuse me. I can make sure I can see chat a little bit in front of my TV right there. Xbox used to have this thing, I can't remember what, oh yes, where we could snap different apps to the side of our screen. Well, I used to snap Twitch back when I was streaming around like 2016-ish. And so I'd read chat that way and made everything so much easier. So much easier. Not have to have the dang chat tablet and everything. Hey, what's up, Query Room? How are you doing? Welcome in. Just starting up the stream here, getting everything all situated, doing the going live tweets, you know, the whole shebang. The whole shebang, the whole shebackle. I got the Snapchat picture out here, live now, twitch.tv. I'm not sure if we're going to be completing the Gray Fox storyline, but he's been kind of dropping hints the last couple of streams that he is almost ready with the preparations for his big plan. I'm guessing it's going to be like, well, these guild missions, guessing it's going to be like some huge heist or something. Alright, going over real quick to the... Wow, we got a lot of follows! Thank you so much, you guys! I appreciate it! Hey! Just started up this stream, that's crazy. Holy crap, I just looked at the viewers too! How did we get so many viewers? That's insane. What's up, nerd? How are you doing? I've only been live 7 minutes! Nerd NYC, welcome back. How are you doing tonight? Thank you! Hey, we got some follows there. A single father life. Oh, is that you, Stinky Pete? Oh, there we go. Oh, did DP just end his movie night? I was in there. I was watching that 80s stuff. I didn't say a word though. I was lurking. But yeah, dude, I really loved that chick's hair. And then what was his name? Frankie. Oh my god, dude. That specimen. He was so hot. I know. I'm like, I want to go back to the 80s. Hey. Unfortunately for me, or fortunately, however you want to see it, I was born in 1990, right on the dot. Alright. Getting this photo over here for... Oh, well, where's my manners? Thank you, Stinky. Thank you, Sour Kool-Aid Show. Sorry, I'm just starting up the stream, so I'm all, like, a flutter now. Thank you, DP. Thank you, Pete. Let me throw out a Sour Kool-Aid Show hype. There we go. Yeah, I literally just started up the stream not too long ago. I was slapping some makeup on. I actually just turned off DP's stream here too. But yeah, I was getting in on movie night as well. I like that first song with Jermaine Jackson apparently, and I was like, when you guys were saying, oh, it's in chat, this is very like Jackson-esque and stuff, and I was like, yeah, it is. I go, that he's got like the same moves, he's got the same outfit as Michael Jackson. And then somebody in chat was like, oh, it's Jermaine Jackson. That makes sense there. I was kind of low-key hoping he stayed the whole rest of the movie too, because he had some pretty good music during his part right there. But yeah, thank you again, Sour Kool-Aid Show. Thank you, DP. Thank you, Pete. Sorry if I'm all like a flutter and not prepared yet. I just jumped on stream myself. So I was all in a rush too, so I didn't even notice. I was just like, like, that's strange, you're getting some follows right at the beginning of stream. What I'm doing right now is I'm just setting up the going live stuff over on the Instagram story and all that. Alright, seems good. And one more over here, we got Facebook story. But yeah, while I do this, how's everyone doing? How's your Thursdays going? That was the first movie night I caught in quite a while. Alright, that was Facebook right there. I think we're good for the mobile stuff. One last thing and then we'll get this show on the road. Discord post at everyone. You should get that in 3, 2, 1. Hit the enter button right there. Excellent. Yeah, we got raided by Sour Kool-Aid. That's crazy. By Stinky Pete, I'm assuming. Thank you, Stinky. When the rain comes. Hey, what's up, February? How are you doing? Long time no see. Hope you're well. Oh, it was Pia was her name. Jermaine Pia's track was the one to launch the movie. Nobody heard of it. What's up, Hopta? I like that, well, the very last song that I heard before I started getting ready for my own thing over here was that one that was popular. Somebody said it had been on the radio quite a bit, and I liked it. What was it? The Way It Is, or... I can't remember the lyrics right now. I'm doing good too, February. Thank you for asking. What's up, Beyond Glitter? Welcome back. We're about to see if the Gray Fox, you know, how the Thieves Guild quest ends. I think there might be some more stuff going on. Hey, what's up, Hilarious? Good to see you. Welcome in, HD. We were just talking about movie night over at DP's, and then Stinky Pete, he raided us. I was like, oh crap. Oh, I wasn't ready. I'm sorry, you guys. I know. I was all like, oh man, what do I say? Well, good to see you, Cooligans. I was a huge Cooligan back in the day, but I've kind of been a little lax on it and stuff, so I do apologize for that. Let's get the stream started officially in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Soul Stream. My name is Soulscape. I've been streaming on Twitch since 2015. Mostly, usually a variety of games and stuff. Mostly Bethesda RPGs nowadays. I do play Dark Souls games, played Elden Ring, and we even have a game that I forget to mention and stuff, but I did play too and stream with the Fake Country accent and all that. I had to hold a Fake Country accent. All those Red Dead Redemption streams. But that was another game that we did play that I forget to mention quite a bit. I don't know why. It was a big part of the cast for a while. Funny thing about that is that a lot of people, when I stopped playing and when I stopped playing Red Dead 2 and I started playing other games again, I went back to my normal voice, and they came in, they're like, I thought you had a country accent for reals. I'm like, no, I was trying to tell you that this is a fake country accent. I'm only using it for the game. I try to mention that, but apparently, you know, not everyone got the memo right there. So I had viewers come in like, hey, what happened to your accent, Soul? I followed because of the accent. I'm like, oh gosh, what did I do? So we're starting straight up from where we left off last night. We are indeed doing Thieves Guild missions. We're helping out the Gray Fox, but I have a little issue of my own, which is the issue we always have. We're over encumbered. No! So I have all this stuff. We were laughing about it yesterday. I think I had my feather potion, which allows us to carry like about 800 pounds. I'm like, dude, imagine having like this huge sack full of like crappy, crusty armor with blood on it, and like swords and war hammers that you're not even using. You're like, ugh, carrying 800 pounds of this crap in your bag. And then on the other side, you know, there's all your food, cheese, probably some bread that's, you know, been molded because you haven't eaten it in days. A sweet roll. Somebody steal your sweet roll. Oh, you did? Where'd you send me the message on February 13th? When are we going out for pizza? You want Papa Murphy's? I can use my food stamps. Let me see here.
And you spare a coin.
But yeah, thank you so much. That's crazy. I can't believe how many viewers we have. It makes me nervous. I gotta give love where love is due, though. Thank you, Stinky Pete. Thank you to the folks of the Sour Kool-Aid show. That's the reason why we have so many viewers right now. And Stinky Pete, Cooligans, I don't know if Pete has told you this himself, but occasionally, every now and then, once in a blue moon, here and there, he will start up a stream himself. There you go, Stinky Pete. You get a shout out too. Yeah! You get a shout out, and 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 my dog that just came in, you get a shout out, lady. Little Lady IG over on Instagram. Go follow her up. She's got posts that have gotten likes that I've never even achieved. My dog is more famous than me. No, that's true though, sad to say. But good for you, lady.
Hello.
Good for you. She got like 219 likes on a reel of my little dog just rolling around on her back and stuff. And man, people loved that. They did. Thank you, Ambulancer. What's up? Heard Ambulancer has a new girlfriend. I've been in there lurking, escapees. I just haven't said much. Yeah, what's up, Ambulancer? Thank you for the subscription. New sub hype right there. Oh, I forgot to put your name in that. But yeah, thank you, Ambi. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. My head itches right there now. I only wear headsets when I stream, so I get a little sweaty. I'm like, you see me scratching all night. So sorry, it looks like I'm stalling. It's because I am waiting for the stores to open. I think they open at 9. But if you see there on the top right, I currently have a spell or a potion active called Feather. And that's helping me carry all this extra stuff, all this 760 pounds that we have. I guess I'll just bump the time. We'll wait a little bit. We'll loiter around out here and smoke a cigarette. No. See, now I'm over encumbered again, though. Dang it. Oh, thank you so much, Ambulancer. Hark now, what do I hear? Whether you like it or not, Ambulancer gifting 5 subs, sending some people in the chat. Oh, you got some good people. Soulful Panda, yes, I love Panda. Sincere BC, Dark War Paladin, I know them too. Justin Blue just came back to Twitch, he said. And ST Gaming is also somebody I know. Well, thank you for the subscriptions. Woo! Oh god, that's right, it's September. I almost forgot about that too. Thank you, Ambulancer. You are awesome, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'll throw some hype that way. I'll throw some DP emotes in the channel. Thank you, Ambulancer. You're a blessing, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah. So now I'm gonna use my own feather spell, but that's not gonna cut it. I have to use the potions that I made. I know, feather 211 pounds. That's when you know you have problems hoarding. Shh. I don't have problems. My therapist said it was okay. Alright, let's see here. What's up, Borba? Hey.
Have a look at my
stuff
wares.
Sold here.
I'm sure there's something to suit you.
I'm sure your inventory is great, but I'm not here for that. Here to sell, sell, sell. Alright.
You've made a fine transaction.
Might have noticed
That's
that I
more
skipped
than
over
I
my
usually pay.
Daedric swords and stuff. Because I want those for enchanting. That's mine. Oh, giving the gift sub to Tarnish Dash. Thank you, Ambulancer. Tarnish Dash, hark now. Whether you like it or not, you are now ascended in the soul stream. The Cooligans come in force. Woo! Throw that hype, that love. Any humans of any kind, you guys. Out to Ambulancer. Thank you so much. Hey, what's up, T-Bane? Good to see you. We got raided, T. We got raided. By SKS, our Kool-Aid Show. He is a super awesome streamer, super funny, really nice dude. I'm gonna get rid of the Staff of Burden. I think I have a couple. So all this stuff I'm selling you guys is junk that we got, armor, weapons, the whole shebang, stuff we got off of dead corpses of bandits that we killed on the road. Hey, it's just self-defense over here. It was their fault, I swear. It's on camera.
That's more than I.
While you go back in VODs, me harassing the bandits. Oh man, well yesterday we had a debacle. I stole a horse, and then I let it go because it was a real slow horse, so I was like, I don't want this horse anymore. And I could have sworn we saw that same paint horse. It might have been a different one, but it was a paint horse, and he had gotten slain on the road. So I felt bad about that. Make the chat sad. There's a dead horse on the road, everyone. Dead horse. Could have been the one I stole. Therefore making it my fault. Alright, decent. I'll keep the gauntlets just in case I want to enchant them myself. Thanks, Borba. Let's see if we've killed any wildlife. Oh yeah, I got a couple bears. Of course,
You drive up. That's more.
Thank you, Borba. Alright, see you
care.
later. Good, good. I'm gonna hop over here, actually.
How about mixing up some potions? You look like quite the alchemist.
This guy's suggesting we mix some potions. How about reading a book and learning how to do it yourself? How rude. I think this lady might have had... Hi, Tertia. That's a great way to greet your customers. What do you want?
Let's do business.
Oh, she also only had 1,000 gold down there on the bottom right. The max that a merchant can have, unless there's like perks and stuff that I'm missing, but the max that a merchant has naturally is 1,200 gold. So that's why I like to keep my more expensive items like the Daedric Longsword for the merchants that actually do have that. Otherwise, I lose out on 2,000 gold or 200 gold. Not only that, if I sell them the Daedric Longsword, they'll turn around, flip that item, try to sell it back to me for like 8,000 gold. I'm like, whoa.
You too.
Thanks, Tertia. Oh wait, one more thing.
What can I do for you?
She's the armor. She can repair my stuff.
I can repair almost anything.
I know. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do this. Just the junk I'm wearing. Wow, my stuff was almost busted. What have we been fighting lately?
Let's
Do
do
you see
business.
those ebony bows? I don't know why I skipped over those. We can get rid
That's
of them.
good.
Thanks, Tertia.
Be seeing you.
All right. That was just our little maintenance stuff there. Now on to the good stuff. Little synopsis of what happened last stream. We have been working quite diligently on the Thieves Guild storyline. So once you get up to a high enough rank, you are able to talk to the Grey Fox. Long story short, if you haven't played Elder Scrolls, Grey Fox is a guy that has at one time stole Nocturnal's cowl. Nocturnal's cowl has a little lore behind it. It's a Daedric artifact that once you put it on, the wearer becomes unknown, if it makes sense. It basically makes you into like the super thief and stuff. So the Grey Fox is a super thief. You know, if he takes off the cowl, it's supposed to, the power of the cowl gives everybody who saw the Grey Fox amnesia kind of, and so they're like, where'd the Grey Fox go? I could have sworn I just saw him, you know, even though he was standing right in front of you and all that. So we're doing, once you get to a high enough rank in the Thieves Guild storyline, you get to talk to the Grey Fox himself, the current owner of Nocturnal's cowl, also the leader of the Thieves Guild. So now we've been getting missions from the Grey Fox himself, and he's been having us pick up different items for him. He says he's collecting them for a certain plan, but he hasn't told us what that plan is. So yesterday we did get one of the final items he mentioned. It was the boots of Spring-Heeled Jack. We had to go into, which was kind of an interesting story. I won't go all the way into it because I'm already being too long-winded here. But my favorite thing about Spring-Heeled Jack is that he had a play on words type name. His name was Jackman, Earl of Imbel. So his name is Jackman Imbel. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. And it makes sense because his boots fortify our character's athletics by about 50 points or something like that. But anyways, the main thing of the story was not his name, of course. Jack Van Imble, he turned out to be a vampire who once upon a time was friends with the Grey Fox. And in Jack's diary, he's like, I can't remember, you know, the name of my companion, but I remember I had a thieving companion. And that was just the Nocturnal's cowl effect going on for Jackman. So he turned out to be a vampire. He lured us into his lair and, you know, tried to sink his teeth into our throat, but we were too nimble for him. And we took him out and all his little clan vampire buddies down beneath his mansion, actually, here in the Imperial City. Or I guess we're in Shaden Hall right now, but his mansion was in the Imperial City. He had, like, catacombs down there. Vampires were swarming. It was wild. But we got the boots back. Yay! So now, I believe we're just kind of waiting again. So once you're doing Grey Fox missions, he kind of needs a little bit of time, quote unquote, to, you know, continue to put his plan together and all that. So he'll send somebody to us when he's ready. In the meantime, we're going to have to find a little side quest to do, which we're in Shaden Hall. We could find something here, I think. Or we could, yeah, let's go do something here. We'll see what's up in Shaden Hall.
Hi there.
Hello.
I've heard you know how to move in light armor.
Right. Let's find a side quest in the town here, which there are many. I've been working mostly on faction quests, so we've already completed Arch Guilds, or sorry, Arch Guild. We're the Archmage of the Mages Guild, so we've completed Mages Guild questline. We've completed Fighters Guild questline. We are the Fighters Guild Guildmaster. We're the Arena Grand Champion, so yes, we could go get the Adoring Fan. It's like, buy a Zera, buy a Zera, buy a Zera! It's the Grand Champion! And then he asks us if he can follow around. So right now, there he is. Okay. So in Shaden Hall, I've noticed there's a guard standing outside of this house. Let's see what's up here. Hey. Sorry to bother you, officer. Yeah, I'm just wondering.
I'm sorry. No one except for Shaden Hall City Guard are allowed inside this home. Due to outstanding fines owed to the city, Aldous Authran's property has been seized and is now sealed until
that guy
further
couldn't pay his
notice.
bills. Oof.
Good day.
Alright. So this guy couldn't pay his bills. Excuse me, sir.
Otemvar, Fighters Guild Guardian.
Oh, good.
Maybe you saw me in the arena a couple years ago. I was a contender.
Oh, well, thank
I
goodness
got
you
out
weren't
while
there.
I still had the original set of legs, arms, and eyes. Fighters Guild is a perfect place for me now.
Alright. I was gonna say, thank goodness you got out before I got there. We're the Grand Champion now. We slayed everyone. Hey, is this Ryan Leandra's house?
Wraith Lathandis is one of the greatest painters
Oh,
in
that's a
all
different
Cyrodiil.
quest. Oops.
Sadly, he's gone missing. His wife, Tivella, is beside herself with grief.
Brush with death. Alright, well, forget about that guy standing outside the house. We've got a quest, escapees. Brush with death. Somebody's painter husband has gone missing. Is that what you said, sir?
Goodbye.
Well, we're doing it now. We're also waiting for the Gray Fox to contact us, so that's why we gotta make ourselves busy. Hey, what's up, Zikatong? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I am playing non-modded. Dexter, good to see you. Almost lost you in the spam up there. Sorry if I missed anything. Let me, Tarnished Ash, you'll never be safe, said Ambi. Alright, good. Didn't miss anything in chat. Excellent. But yeah, thank you for coming in. Feel free to talk about whatever you want, escapees. Alright, well, let's do a brush with death. I've heard that a famous painter named Ryan Leandris has gone missing. Apparently his wife Tivella has been frantically searching for him. Perhaps I should visit their home here in Shaden Hall to see if I can assist with the search. Because, you know, I'm just a freelance detective, right? I feel like that's what we've been this whole playthrough. We're just, like, really nosy. Thanks, Otenbar. See you in the guild. That's one of our Fighters Guild members. So we're off over to Ryan Leandra's house. We gotta go talk to his wife. Some drama going on.
Look at the muscles on you.
Oh, thank you, sir. I've been working out. Here we go. Just busting.
Can you help me, please?
Ah, perfect timing. I'm looking just the person I'm looking for. Hi, Tivella.
I'm Tivella Lathandis. I apologize that I can't give you the respect a guest in my home would normally receive. but I
No
am
sweet
at
rolls.
end. I'm sorry
How
to be so
dare.
forward, but I desperately need your help. It seems that my husband, Wraith, has gone missing, and I just don't know what to do.
Are you sure he's not with another woman? No. She's like, oh, how dare you. I could have sworn I'd seen Wraith at the tavern, Tivella. I think it's best you move on. No, I was just joking. Okay, so where's he at? What's the last place you know, did see him?
Yes, my husband is the Wraith Lathandis. Have you heard of him?
Yes, the one of my guild members told me he was a painter, but sure, tell me about him.
You haven't? That's strange. Wraith is known far and wide as one of the best painters in all
That's
Cyrodiil.
massive, good to see you.
His specialty is setting the great forest to canvas.
Ooh, I wonder if those paintings behind
look so
her are
amazingly
by Wraith.
real that some say they can see the trees sway in the breeze.
So he's
That's
Shaden
just a
Hall's
silly
Bob
notion,
Ross
of
then.
course. But it just goes to show the attention to detail Wraith uses when he paints.
Wonderful. So you say he's missing though?
Yes, Wraith likes to work in his studio with the door locked, so no one can disturb him.
Door
He usually
locked, you
comes out to
say?
eat dinner and sleep.
Sounds suspicious.
But 2 days ago, he didn't come out at all. At first, I
Probably
wasn't
went out
worried.
the window.
He does that occasionally. But when he didn't come out for a full day, I unlocked the studio with a key he said to use only in emergencies. It turned out he wasn't inside. I'm sure he never left that room. So I have no idea where he's gone. Please help me find Reith. I love him dearly, and I'm so worried.
Alright, as a fellow Dunmer, I feel your pain, milady. I'll find your husband.
Oh, thank you so very much. Here's the key to Reith's studio.
No, rob him blind.
You may come and go as you please. If you need me, I'll be around the house. Do hurry, I miss my love so much.
Well, I mean, for a sweet roll and a glass of mead, I'll go ahead and do pretty much anything.
Do be careful.
Alright, so we got the key to this guy's studio. Supposedly he's the Bob Ross of Shadenhall, been painting the Great Forest so wonderfully. Which I was thinking, I'm like, hey, are these paintings by Reith? They probably are. You can see the trees swaying in the breeze. That's how fantastical he paints.
Please hurry.
I'm
Your
impressed.
Reith is in danger.
So he's gone missing. What could have happened to you, young Master Reith? Well, first things first, I gotta find his studio. That's a nice painting. Hey, where's his studio? Is it in the basement? Did I just go into their upstairs? Sorry, I was looking for the studio. Where'd you say it was? Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. Sorry, ma'am. She's like, what are you doing looking up in our beds? He's not up there. Oh, jeez. Embarrassing. I'll join you on that heist, hilarious. Oh, it's already over. Darn it. I just thought. Yeah, painter. Well, I mean, the basement's the studio, right, ma'am? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry about that. I was about to rob them blind. Ah, here we go. Reith, we're coming in. If you're naked, put clothes on immediately, please. Just in case, you gotta cover the bases there. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Oh, wow, look at that. Cool. Ma'am, did you try activating this painting here? It might, you know, do something.
Please hurry, I fear
Have her
Reith
try
is
to
in
do it.
danger.
Well, we're all in here now. Ooh, very nice, very nice. He does have some cool paintings. Alright, I'm gonna close the door on us, ma'am. Hopefully that doesn't make it too awkward. I'm a dark elf too, see? Gotta help my folks out. Dark elves, woo! No, just joking.
Please hurry, I fear Reith is in danger.
Alright, well, the only thing I see that's weird here, Miss Leandris, is the painting that you didn't activate, and I'm feeling a little nervous here. I'm gonna save it just in case. I don't know, it's a little suspicious. Let me check my inventory too. Okay. Oh gosh. I think we have, yeah, we got 12 feather potions right there. We'll be okay. Oh, I knew it. We just got sucked in. Ooh, wow. Well, there's the dude, but I'm too busy looking at this painted world. After touching the painting Reith had been working on, I suddenly found myself standing in a strange forest. Looks familiar, like the great forest in the heart of Cyrodiil, but something's different about it. Yeah, a little oil painted, isn't it? You!
Where did you come from? You look
You're
real
painting!
enough. You must be from the outside. Oh, thank goodness
Poor
someone
dude.
finally came.
Your wife's been
While
worried.
I'm overjoyed to see a friendly face, I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
Of course.
You're stuck here like I am.
No!
Sorry to break it to you like that.
Well, at
but if
least
it
we're
wasn't
both
for that
dark
annoying
elves. We
thief,
could start a
we
new
wouldn't be in this
population.
predicament.
A thief? Wait a minute. What are you saying?
I was in my studio when a Bosmer wearing dark clothing accosted
Those
me.
damn
Before I could
Bosmers.
call for help, he knocked me unconscious. When I came to,
such
I
as the
found
wood
that the
elves
door
are.
to my studio was still locked, and that the thief had snatched my paintbrush. That's when I saw it. There was
Special
something on the
paintbrush.
canvas of my painting that I hadn't put there. It looked somewhat like a troll, but it was badly done.
Oh, some
Then
asshole
it
drew
hit
a
me.
troll.
The Bosmer must have leapt into the painting, then painted guardians inside to protect himself using the brush of true paint.
Oh my goodness. What is this shenanigans? Some thief, a wood elf, a Bosmer, came in, stole this guy's painting, or stole this guy's fancy paintbrush, like a special enchanted one, I'm assuming, and ended up drawing trolls to protect himself. What? And what is this paintbrush?
I knew the secret of my success would be revealed one day. I can tell you all about the brush if you like.
Yeah, where do I get one?
Very well. The brush showed up several years ago in the possession of an artist who was serving in the Arnesian War of 396. It seems an errant fireball had
Ancient
exploded
brush.
next to him, and he lost the use of both arms.
Oh,
He
poor
was
guy.
a stubborn man who didn't want to give up his talent. Being a devout follower of Debella,
He
he
decided to
prayed
use
to
his
her
mouth.
for something that would allow him to express himself once more. She heard his plea and gifted him with the brush. It's said the bristles of the brush are woven from Debella's own hair. That injured man was my father.
Oh,
He
wow.
passed the brush on to me, and I
That's
intend
good old
to
Dad
pass
here.
it along to my kin one day. Did you want to know how it works?
If you're passing on to your kin, what about us? I want the paintbrush too. Alright, yes, how does this paintbrush work? You have me intrigued.
The brush allows the artist to paint from within a canvas. It opens a portal into
no
which
wonder.
the artist may enter to paint things life-sized. All the painter has to do is have the brush in his possession, and whatever he imagines appears in the canvas. Of course,
Ooh, that's
I like to
crazy.
wave it around anyway. It makes me feel more like a legitimate painter. I guess it all doesn't matter now. Unless you can defeat those painted trolls, we have no chance of getting the brush back.
Man, I have so many questions. If that allows him to paint life-size, how does he paint the top of the trees? Does he have to paint a ladder and then somehow, like, erase it? I don't know. So many questions, Rydlandra, so many questions. Alright, but we got business to do. I guess we gotta get out of here, huh? Painted trolls? So the Bosmer created them?
The trolls that the thief painted seem to have turned on their creator and killed him. He
Oops.
didn't know the brush had its risks.
Ah.
The creatures are now loose
The trolls
all over
killed
the
the
forest
thief, you guys.
and in the clearing where I was still working. The brush is on the body of the Bosmer Thief there. I will not be able to help
Alright.
you. I am not a warrior. But
Oh,
take these
and
bottles
stay
of
back.
turpentine.
Stay out of my
They
way,
might
Ryth.
help. Do be careful.
Bottles of turpentine. Makes sense. Turpentine to, erase the paint. Or at least liquefy it a little bit. Well, the painted trolls is still highlighted. There might be something he's not telling us. Let's see how much disposition we have with him.
All right.
Only 60. We'll try to raise that a little bit. This is the Persuasion minigame if you haven't played Elder Scrolls Oblivion just yet. So, the main objective is to look at their face. He hates joking. I can't tell with coercion just yet. But compared to this one, I know he does not like coercion. He is a little bit slightly fond of boasting. And he really likes admiration. So, of course, the objective is to get the bigger wedges on the actions that he enjoys more. And the little ones over here. Sometimes, I goof it up and stuff, but here we go. All you gotta do is get his disposition maxed.
Goodness. What
I
can
do it a little
say?
bit. They insult you and stuff like that, but I've heard it so many times, so I might do this a little bit. quickly.
Remark. Is that so?
I should let him say stuff, though.
That's... Please, I'm embarrassed. Well, you should be ashamed.
You should be ashamed. I like when they say, blow away, windbag.
I wish I could say that. Really now. You should be ashamed.
Oh, he hates joking. Sorry. I thought he liked joking. Sorry. I forgot about that.
Oh, please. Please, I wish... Not funny.
There you
Not
go.
even a little bit. No.
This one,
You do me too...
that way.
Not fun. That's just talk. You... Oh, please. What a... Please, I'm
All right, we
embarrassed.
maxed him out
but
at
thank you.
75. So that means if there's no A button there, we can't persuade him anymore. Let's see if he has any new info. So anything else before I leave, Ryth, about these painted trolls?
I'll have to remember to remove the trolls from my painting before I complete this piece.
Gotta use that turpentine, huh?
Be cautious, friend.
Wow. All right. I'll see you soon, Ryth. I'm curious, though. I want to see more of this painted world. This is crazy. Let's get a screenshot, you guys. This is awesome. Look at that sky right there. It's beautiful. He's in a painting February. You're 100% correct. All right, one of those should look good. A surprised look. Good. Wow, that is cool. Let's zoom in just a little bit. Yeah, that does look like brush strokes for sure. I see the texture there. The swaying of the trees, there it is. Oops. Sorry. Zoom in mode's a little bit iffy, so I apologize if I kind of glitched the stream a bit. Let me see these rocks. Wow. Oh, I can kind of climb around. Oh, oh, uh-oh. Something spotted me. Well, I was headed this way, so let's continue. Oh, here comes one. Let's see, we'll use one of those turpentines. Oh, here it is. Damage to painted trolls plus 250. I'll use one just to see. Okay, so I poisoned my mace there, that's what happened. Oh, wow. Well, I hit him. It seems like it didn't really affect him too much. Huh. Get out of here, painted troll. Looking for a dead Bosmer. Oh, look, real blood. That blood doesn't look like paint. Must be ours then, huh? Oh, he got me good. I ran out of magic. Oh, uppercutted me. One more here. Yes, victory. Yeah, those guys, they're kind of tough. I did use the turpentine. I feel like it didn't really affect them too much. Painted troll fat, special type of troll fat right there. Wow, that's really nice. Fortify Magicka, restore health. Fortify health, restore Magicka. All of those effects are positive. They said they painted the trolls crudely. Let me see. I could see his third eye pretty well. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh, he saw me messing with his friend. Well, the only thing I see that might be a little bit different, oops, with these trolls is their mouths. But other than that, they look pretty good. They're kind of tall too. They're big trolls. Now for this guy, we didn't use the turtle. Take Oh, we both got each other. Dang it. Fireball! What if we set our whole little world here on fire on accident? Our painted world, we're like, oops, can't stop it. We get stuck, we're like, rise! I set everything on fire, including the brush. No, that'd be awful. Alright, this guy's almost down. Yes, the fire effect got him. Ooh, look at that backwards busted leg. Oof. That's painful. What's that, what are these pokey things coming out of his back right here? Extra hair or something? I'll take that. Good. Once again, thank you for coming in, Escapees. I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you again, Cooligans, if you are still hanging out and stuff. I appreciate it. Hope you had a good time in DP's channel with the movie night. Oh, let's go to the edge where it's not painted, not finished. Oh, is that where the guy's body is? Oh, I went straight to where the body's at. Well, I don't want to finish the mission just yet. This Bosmer Thief. Oh, I was about to pick him up and say, this is your fault. I've located the thief's corpse. I should now search it for the brush of true paint. Well, I mean, that can wait a little bit. I just want to see what's around here. Let me check the map. Let's see how large this area is. It does say we're still in Shaden Hall. Sometimes when we get transported to another area, it kind of like puts us right in the middle of the map somewhere. But this one just left us here in Shaden Hall. Interesting. That'd be awesome if we could just visit the painted world every now and then. But I think once you're done with this quest, you can't come back in, sadly. We'll go all the way around. Oh, wow. Oh, I was about to say, I wonder if we can fall off, but no, it won't let you. Ugh. Won't let you jump over there. Even right here, there's an invisible wall. Snow! That probably wasn't snow, but it looked like it. Yeah, I wanted to ask Ryth how he paints the top of the trees. Granted, he could use some of these rocks that he draws. Wow, look at that. Also, if you're just coming in, we're doing the Painted World quest, but I forgot exactly what the name is. Oh, A Brush with Death. We're helping out Ryth Leandris. He got stuck in his painting after some Bosmer Thief came and stole his paintbrush. Alright, we got another troll here. Ah! Oh, I thought he had me there, but no. Ugh. Get out of here, troll. Alright, gotta heal myself a little bit. Ugh. Oh, I missed my own hit. I was all laughing at him for missing. I go and miss my own shot. No! Let me be, troll. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, I tried to do a flying hit. Oh, he staggered me. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Ugh. Ugh, take that and that. Oops, I almost went to third person there. Over encumbered. There we go, there we go. Yeah, in this game, if you're over encumbered, you will not be able to move at all. Oops, oops. Take that. I was hoping, this is a fire bow, Bow of Inferno, but it's not charged right now. I was hoping it had some fire on it. No, what are you doing, Ryth? Get out of here. He said he wasn't a warrior. Oh, no. That brings up a good question, though. What if he dies? Ooh, hey, good job, Ryth. Thought you said you weren't a warrior. You did great. He did great. But that brings up a question. So, I like to see multiple endings sometimes. I'm gonna save it real quick. I didn't even think of Ryth, you know, kicking the bucket and stuff, but what happens if he does die? Don't worry, I just saved it. I'm gonna reload it in a second. Wow, he really wasn't a warrior. Oh, he's just unconscious. So there is no way to kill Ryth. Let's see what happens when he wakes up. Oh, sorry about that, buddy. You okay? Hey, my bad there.
Excellent work, my friend. All.
He acts like as if nothing has happened.
Please hurry.
Well, now we know, you guys. This guy can't die. I guess we need him to get out of here, huh? You okay? Well, I feel evil doing that, so. No, not the autosave. Yeah, right here. Good, good. I had to know. Curiosity. Alright, good to see you, Ryth. You think that's it? Is there any more painted trolls? Just looking around, Ryth. I kinda don't want to leave just yet. I like this place. I wish I could go into a painting. And of course be able to come out though, jeez. Who knows, how many days did Tivila say? Oh jeez, alright. Gotta get down there. How many days has Ryth been in here? Oh, I think I glitched myself. I'm stuck. Oh shoot, I'm stuck. Oh, there you go, thank you. Hey, much appreciated, troll. I was stuck for a little bit. Ooh, stabbed him in the heart. Take the... And the... And as for me, better do a little healing here.
Ha!
Oh, I missed. A little too early on that. Oh. Take that right in the foot. Little flame foot never hurt anyone except for this troll here. Ooh, that was good on him. Nice. Victory! Low-key, too, I kind of want more of that painted troll fat. It's got some good properties. But I also better heal myself. Oh, look at that! Wow, that's crazy. Right, what happened to the sky over here? Was supposed to be sunsetty? Look beautiful, but it hurts my eyes after a little bit. It's too bright. Any more trolls? Can't see a damn thing. Oh, here we are. Oh, kind of stuck on this ledge now. Just doing one last sweep for any trolls around. Ah, there we go. Ask and we shall receive, huh? We could technically get out of here already, because I did find the sword. Found the paintbrush. But I didn't pick it up yet. Hey. Oh, this one's feisty. Oh man. Oh, you just punched me in the face. Oh man. Oh, and I got over encumbered. Alright. Whew. Good timing on that one. Alright, let's use a little turpentine here. Oh, see, I felt like that didn't happen to the last troll. That was good though, good damage. Oh. Yeah, I don't remember seeing the other troll turn green. You know, to indicate that he was poisoned, but I could have just missed it. Take that! Good. Whew! Yeah, these trolls are a little bit tough, that's for sure. We are level 37 though, so that's why we're kind of able to hold our own as well. If you do this quest a little bit earlier though, it definitely gets a bit harder. Yeah, we got some good cuts, as DP would say. Good cuts. Oh! You guys want to see a third-person battle? We can do that too. I just prefer first person, it's easier for me. Scum! I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you! Funny thing, I actually saw a guard say that to one of the mud crabs around the Imperial City. And I was like, dude, you're fighting a mud crab, what are you talking about? Oh, he just dodged. Alright, my health's a little bit slack-lacking. Get away, troll! He's like, I thought you fought mud crabs more fearsome. That's what you said. Oh wow, that shield bash did nothing to him. Shield bash is kind of random too. It's not like Skyrim where you have control of it. In Oblivion you have to unlock the shield bash, and it just randomly happens sometimes when you're blocking. Oh, he got me good. Oh, he staggered me. He should almost be dead though. Oh, okay. Alright. That fireball that I throw out has like a lingering effect. And so it damages over time up to 150 points, which is not that much. Seems like it's a lot, but it's not that much. Good, victory! How many of these guys have we gotten yet? Or so far, I should say. 6 of them, wow. Honestly, I thought there might be only like 3. It looks like there's plenty more. Alright, there's a dead troll right there. Let's check the map too. Curious to see how much we've explored. I haven't seen this place just yet. Oh, that could just be that big rock though. So we've kind of pretty much gone all the way around, haven't we? Wow. Alright, I guess. You guys ready to go? I'm ready to get out of here. I thought it was cool though. This is an awesome
must
painting.
have that brush.
Alright, I'll go get it right. Let me follow the green quest marker. Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh gosh, where'd the green quest marker go? Well, I remember the body was kind of like out towards like an unpainted area, right? We're looking for a dead Bosmer body, dead wood elf. I kind of want to see, can we get up to this middle rock here? Oh no, it doesn't let us. Oh yeah, it might. Uh-oh, I can't see a darn thing. Oh yeah, it does! I'm on the center rock now. Cool. Well, this should make this a little bit easier to see where that Bosmer's body's at. If I remember correctly, he was kind of out in an area that wasn't really painted, like it wasn't finished. Too bad there's no treasure. How come you didn't paint any treasures in here, Rive? Don't you think some of us want treasure? I know, imagine being a painter and not painting yourself some gold or something. Well, that's what I get hanging around here, huh? Now I went and I turned myself around. I can't remember where that body's at. Nothing yet. Well, we're getting our steps in. I suppose that's good. Oh, here we go. Yes. He was in this weird, empty, unpainted area. Or unfinished area. Oh, please let his body still be there. Oh, there it is. Oh, thank God. I was like, oh, what if that would be so awful. He gets stuck in here. It gets glitched out or something. No. Alright, here's the Bosmer Thief. Take it all! Everything. We're gonna leave him naked. And I hope it shows in the painting that he's naked too. I've retrieved the brush of true paint. I should go back and return it to Rythe. I should sell it at the pawn shop. So together we can leave this strange landscape. And 4 gold! Must have not been such a great thief if he only had 4 gold on him. But yeah, naked and shamed. Oh man, he was handsome. What a shame. And look at that. Washboard abs, just like Frankie. Alright. And he was blonde too. No! Why? By the 9? Why? Alright, back to Rythe. Oh, I'll go this way, might as well. Actually, let me check out the brush of true paint. Since we got it in our possession, we might as well take a little look at it, shall we? Ah, I can't do anything. Can I drop it? No. No, we can't drop it either. Uh-oh. Turn myself around. So that's not too bad of a quest though, you guys. A lot simpler than I remember it. I thought, for some reason, I thought there were more steps to this quest than what I remember. There you are. Hiding behind
Let me go
trees.
paint us a way out of here.
Alright, here you go.
Good work. Now I can paint the portal home.
Yes.
After it's complete, you must go first, or else you'd be stuck in here forever.
Oh, no, we don't want that.
Follow me.
Alright. I want to see him paint it. Paint us the portal. Ooh, fancy. Ooh, that's cool. Oh wow, and it's the place we just came out of. It's his studio. Rythe used the brush of true paint to paint a door back to his studio. I should now step through and return back to Tamriel. No, I like it here. I shun my life in Tamriel. Run! And then we do get these, alright, we do get stuck in here. Paint me a husband at least, before you go. Handsome, please. Alright, you ready?
No time to talk. Let's go home.
Let's hold hands while we go home. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Let me get a screenshot of that. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Woo! We made it! We've arrived back in Rythe's home. The painting is now sealed and Rythe is safe. I should speak to him when I have a moment. So little side note, I did try to kill him. He's an essential character, so we can't kill Rythe. Makes sense though, because he's the only one that can use the paintbrush, so we wouldn't be able to get out of there if he was dead. Alright.
Tavella.
He's home!
Oh, my love, you're home safe. I was so afraid.
If it wasn't for my
Woo!
friend
Sweet
here,
love has
you'd be right.
prevailed.
Come, you must need food and rest.
I will rest, but I must take care of our guest first.
Yes,
I
yes.
don't know how to thank you. You have a good heart to help me get back home.
Money,
I'll
money.
never forget
Or that
what you've done for
paintbrush.
me.
I'll take the
Here,
paintbrush.
please take this apron as a
An
token of our friendship.
apron!
It's not much, but
What do you
perhaps
mean,
it will help you in
apron?
the future. All I ask in return is to keep the brush's existence secret. If word gets around that I
Oh, I'm
have
gonna
it,
tell everybody.
I'm afraid more than a lone cut.
Rythe got stuck in his painting, everyone! He's got a fancy paintbrush that you might want to steal. Oh, and they took away the studio key. How dare you? I wanted to come back in here. Alright, thank you, Rythe. And, hey, you know, best of luck. Be careful with that paintbrush. That's a sick item.
Safe journey, Seryo.
Yeah, safe journeys to you as well.
Please share the hospitality of our home.
Hey, no reward from you, Tivila. I need a reward.
Safe travels, Muthsera.
Safe travels to you as well, fellow Dunmer. Alright, that was that, escapees. We have another quest complete hype. Woo! Now let's see what that apron does. Oh yeah. Oh man, those trolls busted up my armor here. It's all broken. So he gave us the apron of adroitness. Woo! I look like a fellow painter. Yay! According to what it says right there on the screen, this apron fortifies agility 10 points and intelligence 10 points. Yeah, we're smarter just for putting this on. Cool. Alright, well thank you, Rythe. It is worth quite a, you know, pretty gold penny right there. 3,800. Fun. Thanks, Rythe. Thanks, Tivila. Good luck, you guys. We're out of here. Cool. Well, that was nice. How long did that take? Whew, 9:20 p.m. Or 9:40, I should say, in the game. Yeah, magic apron. What would I use that apron for? What type of situation? I guess if we needed to jump somewhere a little bit higher. Intelligence. Effects. It governs the skills of alchemy, conjuration, and mysticism. Maybe if we were a conjurer, we could wear that apron around instead of a mage's robe. I don't know. But yeah, with this character, the only two attributes that we really have left, besides luck, of course, I always forget about luck, is speed and personality. Luck, you can only level up by 1 point each time. Yep, that's all we got was the magic apron. But yeah, victory! Woo! And with that, I'm taking just a quick break. I'm not leaving anywhere, but we're gonna do a little smoke break. I live in Washington State, escapees, so recreational cannabis is legal. Just in case anybody was about to, you know, get really mad or something. Just in case the cops were about to swoop in. Yeah, I have a new grinder. It's a little bit oversized, a little huge, but it's a cool color. So how's everyone doing, escapees? Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Cooligans, again for the raid. Good stream so far. We've got 1 quest done. Low-key, I'm still waiting for Amusai or Methridel, one of our Thieves Guild friends, to come and find me and tell me that the Grey Fox needs me. I might have to go hang out in the Imperial City if I want that to happen more quickly, though. But we might try to do that weird mission where the guard is hanging out outside the door. Alright, cheers everybody! I think that mission has to do with like some corrupt guards or something that are charging too much taxes. Anyways, that's why that guy's house got shut down. Excellent. I'll just do one. I made the mistake of taking 2 one-hitter quitters in a row last night. Usually I just do 1. And yeah, I got a little bit too high. I was like, what am I doing again, you guys? So I don't want to get that weird. Not right now, it's only Thursday. We'll save that weirdness for Friday and Saturday. By the way, anybody got any weekend plans? So far, nothing yet. Even my Labor Day plans I thought were, you know, gonna get kind of canceled. I wanted to go to Packwood, which is this town-wide flea market that happens in Packwood, Washington, only on Labor Day and Memorial Day weekends. But my mom was going to be out of town on the weekend too, so I was like, oh, well, I'll stay with the dog. But recently she's like, well, what if you go on Friday? Because it does technically start on Friday. She's like, Friday or Monday, she should be back home by then. I don't know, I might go to Packwood, but not this weekend. That would be on Labor Day weekend. We'll see. So, real curious or real quick, I want to know if I've already... I'm looking at my current quests here. I want to know if... Yes! Alright, here it is. So remember that guard that was standing outside that door? The reason I know about that quest, or I was reminded about it, was because somebody in town approached me. And I'll just go ahead and read it here. Corruption and conscience. I was told by one of the townspeople in Shadenhall that the guards have been imposing heavy and unfair fines lately. This seemed to begin ever since the new captain of the guard, Ulrich Leland, took office. I was referred to Levana Naderen, a fellow Dunmer, who lives in the south end of town, as she's the most vocal about her dislike of the new commander. Uh-oh, hope we don't get in trouble here with the law. Next quest while we wait for the Grey Fox to contact us is Corruption and Conscience. Let's go find Levana Naderen. It is a little bit late though. What time is it? 11:11, make a wish. Mara's blessing. I wish I owned all the houses in Cyrodiil. Sad to say that's impossible. The steward of Skingrad went and walked off the bridge and died, so can't buy the Skingrad house. Alright, according to the red quest marker, Levana Naderen's house is right here. Let's go on in. Let's see what's up. She's upstairs. Wait a minute, did I just go into a house that was red? Oh. If so, I just broke in. Levana?
You seem far too nice to be one of Ulrich's men. What can I do for you?
No, Labor Day next weekend, not this weekend. This one's still in a couple of days it'll be a regular weekend, but next weekend will be Labor Day. So, I heard that you're really vocal and adamant about these crazy finds. There's like a new captain or something. What's that about, Levana?
Oh, please, don't even get me started.
Oh, she's upset.
That madman won't be satisfied until everyone in town is dead broke. Or in jail. What in Oblivion
Or in jail.
is Ulrich doing with all that money anyway? I'm sure
They're
he's
having
lining his
skooma
pockets
parties.
with the gold of the good citizens of Cheydinhall.
They're chugging
Take my
skooma.
good
What else do
friend
you think they'd
Aldous
be doing?
Othran, for example. In the last month, he's been fined 6 times. 6! All for being drunk and disorderly.
Oh,
Have you
only
ever
drunk
gone
and
past a
disorderly.
guard barracks? When are they not drunk and disorderly?
Oh.
What kind of a stupid fine is that?
She roasted
Well,
the guard.
Aldous couldn't pay the last 2 fines, so they seized his home and threw him into the street until he could pay it. Bastards!
Have you gone to the Count about it?
The Count? He could care less about our plight. As long as the roast suckling pig is delivered to his feast table, he's as happy as can be.
Oh, he's turning a blind eye, I guess. Well, is there anyone who cares? Maybe another guard captain.
Well, there's one man who seems to care. Garrus Dorelian, the second in
Oh,
command
okay.
of the guard.
The second of
I
command.
hear
There we
he
go.
isn't happy with Ulrich.
Got help.
I don't know what you can do for us in this situation. I mean, Ulrich is a captain after all. Perhaps you could speak to Garrus. You can find him roaming the county hall of the castle most of the time.
Okay. So we're gonna need to talk to the second of command here. But first, so you said Aldous is in jail? I could probably see him there then, huh? What else can you tell me about him, Levana?
Poor fellow. You may be able to find
Oh,
him
he's just
roaming
thrown out in the
streets of
streets. I thought he was in
Cheydinhall,
jail.
Probably drunk.
Oh no!
Only a month ago, he lost his wife. They were traveling the road
Oh,
from the
that's sad.
Imperial City when a bandit raiding party struck. He barely escaped alive.
Those damn bandits!
Ever since then, he's been drunk. Sure, he gets rowdy sometimes, but he's never hurt anyone.
It's not Labor Day weekend this weekend. Let me see. Boop, boop, ba-da-da-da-do-do-do-do. Is it? Oh wow, I did not know it was Labor Day weekend. Let me see. Monday, September 5th, that's crazy. Oh, thank you for letting me know, Glitter. No, I completely thought it was next weekend. Well, I'm definitely not going anywhere Friday. That's tomorrow. I ain't getting up early tomorrow. So I guess I'm not doing anything this weekend, escapees. Yeah, I completely forgot. Thank you, Beyond Glitter. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Quiver Room, for letting me know. Yeah, I was like, I think that's next weekend, you guys. I could have sworn some years it's been on the 7th and stuff. I'm like, it's the 1st, so it must be normal. But yeah, you're right, it's on the 5th this year. Okay, sorry, what was that, Levana? Oh, this guy's wife got killed in a bandit raid on the street and stuff, so that's why he's been drunk and disorderly. The guards have been fining him. He can't pay his fine, so he got kicked out of his house. Sad. Ulrich Leland, anything more you can tell me about this corrupt guard, Levana?
I don't know where the Count found him, but I sure wish he'd send him back. He's a menace to this town.
I wonder where they got him from. Where did he come from? The Imperial City? They're kind of corrupt there, too. Alright,
Garrus may be our only hope.
so she did tell us about the second in command of the guard. That is Garrus something or other. I don't know his name, his last name. But we'll go see. How do I get out of your house, Levana? Oh, okay, there we go. Man, she lives in a mansion. For living in a mansion, you think that she'd have some of those fancy clothes and stuff? No offense. And some hair dye?
I'm glad to see you.
No offense, Levana. Alright. So I'm assuming this dude would be in the barracks somewhere, huh? He's behind Castle Cheydinhall, according to the minimap. We're doing a few side quests before we
Stand clear.
continue with the Gray Fox, because I gotta wait for him to contact me. He hasn't been around. Come on, Gray Fox. I need some jobs here. Have a good night, Hilarious. Thank you for coming in with the cooligans. I appreciate that. Yeah, it did sneak up. That was fast. Makes sense, though. The school has been in for about a week now. And I remember Labor Day was always pretty close to the start of school. But yeah, thank you, Litter. How embarrassing. I completely forgot that it was this weekend. I was like, no, I think it's next weekend. This is a normal weekend. You're like, no, it's not. Wah, wah, wah. But yeah, good night, Hilarious. Thank you for kicking it with us. Thank you for being here, escapees, people in chat, lurkers, cooligans. Much appreciated. Almost Friday. Well, that's cool. 3-day weekend coming up. I'll have to remember. Hopefully I don't go to like one of the stores that's closed on the on Monday or something. Try to go to the bank. Hey, why is this closed? Start banging on the door. They're like, ma'am, it's Labor Day, you psychopath. Go home. Oh, sorry about that. Thought that was next weekend. But that's kind of good in terms of like herb and stuff. The cannabis shops seem to have deals every holiday for some reason. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying. They might have a little sale going on.
Hello.
Alright, so following the red marker, I think I went directly into the castle. I went and showed myself if the castle had any cameras right there. Alright, so we're going here, the barracks. What if this second in command, if he's asleep, I'm gonna go wake him up. Wake up!
You have the hands
Oh.
of a healer.
Oh, thank you, sir. I should heal him. Darn it. Oh my gosh, did he just... Oh my goodness, he just kicked all that food! Sir! Oh, I wish I would have watched all of that. He got in with his leg and he just went... Poosh. Officer, I'm going to write a complaint. One of the guards made a mess. Oh, he might be upstairs. What am I doing trying to lockpick? Oh, here we go. Shade in the hall guard. Shade in the hall guard. Yeah, I don't think this is... Yep. This guy's not him. He has no name. And neither is this guy. I'll wake him up, though. Hello?
State your business.
Are you the person I want to talk to? I don't think so. But he's got a nice jaw. Look at that chin. That's a nice chin.
Good day.
Those eyes could use some work, though. Alright, we're gonna have to see if we can... I'll go into the darkest corner right here. We have decent sneak, pretty good sneak. Oh, great. There we go. Yeah. Oh my gosh, don't tell me I came in here and he left. Hello? No, I think he might actually be in this one. Oh, jeez. Let me see. I just unlocked that door for no reason. Oh, he was in the other one. Ah. Now there's 2 guards out here. Oh, great. Okay, but since we're in the shadows, somehow they're not able to see us. Good, good, good. They're like, hey, where'd that person go? Literally just crouched. Now you see me? Now you don't. Now you see me? Now you don't. Where'd she go? That's exactly how hiding in Oblivion is. Well, once you get to a high enough level, you can try that out, you know, at level 1, but they're gonna be like, stop right there, criminal scum! But once you're like level 60 or so in sneak, it's like, you don't see me anymore, do you? Then you go and commit crimes like that. Oop. Oh, darn it. Hey, what's up, Fat Bubba? Welcome back. I'm doing good. Just frustratingly opening these lockpicks here. But yeah, it was a good day. Another day of no working out though, so I did feel a little bad about that. I think it's been, gosh, like 2 or 3 days since I haven't worked out. And that's just due to me kind of, I'm particular now, you guys. Since it's summertime, I haven't been wanting to work out during the like afternoon because it's really hot. And so if I wake up too late, then I'm like, oh, I'll just forego it for a little bit. And that's been happening the last couple of days because I've been having to do stuff during the mornings. Today I had to go to the bank with my mom, and we just had to do some stuff there a little bit earlier, so. Oh, did the stream go offline? That's weird. I don't know, Quiver Room. Quiver Room said what happened to the stream. It went offline for a second. I hope not. But how are you doing, Fat Bubba? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good Thursday. I completely forgot it was Labor Day weekend for a bit. Garrus Delirium.
What do you want?
Delirium. Garrus Delirium. Sir, first, let's get to know each other a little better.
All right.
Yeah, I don't want to demand stuff. He's going to be like, no. Or actually, let's see what he says right off the bat. I'll just choose the small one on all of them.
Are you serious?
Okay, without getting to know him a little better, let's see what he says about Ulrich Leland. I heard you know about Ulrich Leland, the corrupt guard.
I can't say I'm prepared to speak to you about that. No telling who will end up finding out.
So that's an example. If they don't trust you enough, you have to get into the speech thing.
Go ahead.
So I knew right away he probably wasn't going to give us any secret info, because this is a corrupt guard. Not just going to tell any old yahoo about it. Alright, let's see what he likes. He hates admiration. And it appears he doesn't like joking. Wow. Surprised. Usually all the guards love joking.
Sorry. Remarkable.
Let's do this one.
Interesting.
That one.
Don't. That's just stupid. What a... Really? Interesting.
That's just stupid.
What? Don't talk such rot.
Ooh, that should be a title. Don't talk such rot. Ooh, this one's bad.
What a great story. You think that's... Don't... That... Well done. Don't. Please, I'm sorry.
Which one do you not like again? He likes... coercion and boasting? Okay. We'll go
What
this
a
way.
great story. That's just not funny. Sorry. Really? No more. You're frightening me.
76, not bad.
Yeah. What? You think that's... Really?
80.
Interesting. That works
Alright,
for me.
he should be a little bit more loose-lipped this time. So, about that corrupt guard.
It appears you've spoken to Levana. I know she sounds a bit
have.
like a raving madwoman, but she isn't far from the truth. Ulrich is definitely up to something. Every day, we take in exorbitant fines from the people. Where most of the money
He
goes...
should be happy he's getting bank.
I have a good idea.
Probably
Ulrich
honestly
keeps
to
his
Captain's
quarters
pockets,
locked.
though.
But I've glimpsed inside. The things he has in there could never be purchased on a captain's salary.
Ulrich's
At first I
rich
thought maybe
on the
he was
people's
from wealthy
coin.
stock.
How dare!
Many of the goods have been delivered recently. I'd
Ulrich.
love to bring him to task in front of Count Indaris, but I dare not without a solid witness that will speak against him.
Well, what about Levana? She might.
Honestly, she's never done anything to be fined or get in trouble. Yet. The person I'd love to bring in as a
Yet,
witness
he says. Why
is
do you say it like
Aldous
that for?
Othran. That is, if we could sober him up for 5 minutes.
Oh, that's right. I did
I
talk
haven't
to
approached
Aldous
him
running around
myself,
town.
as
Ah,
Ulrich has eyes everywhere. However, he doesn't know you well enough yet to suspect anything. If you want to help, you need to get Aldous to agree to become a witness. Nothing else can be done.
all right. I should have found Aldous when he was wandering around. Oh! So real quick, I just remembered something. There is a dark elf guy who wanders around. He's just singing. So he is drunk for sure. I didn't know he was Aldous though. I'm guessing that's him. But he's some guy that hangs out kind of next to the Shadenhall Church. And he sings really weird. He's like, oh, la-di-la, oh, all the birds swords in the sky. We've passed by him on stream while he's singing. Oh, man. Oh, so that might be that one drunk dude. Is he the guy that sings, Garrus?
Aldous is living on the street now that his house has been seized. I begged Ulrich to give him more time, but he wouldn't. He won't be hard to find. Just follow the smell of stale mead.
That's messed up. And anything more about your boss here?
Beware of Ulrich. You wouldn't confront him at this time, as he'll surely have you thrown in jail. If you
That'd be
raise a hand
interesting to
against him and
test
strike
out.
him down, you'll be accused of murder. Even if Ulrich doesn't do things by the letter of the law, I do.
Interesting. All right. Thank you, Garrus.
You must locate Aldous. He's a danger to himself and others in his condition.
This guy looks more like a smithy than he does a second in command of the guard. I mean, the gauntlets and boots, yes, but he's got like a apron and stuff on. Interesting. Alright, thank you, Garrus. I'll try to make you proud. Damn that Ulrich Leland! Taking money from the people so he could be rich. How dare! How dare! As one of the people, I am angry. Alright, so next up, I think we gotta go find Aldous and see if we can convince him to speak up against Ulrich, the captain. Go ahead and read the synopsis, though. Garrus Delirious told me his dislike of his commanding officer and took it a step further by letting me know he thinks Ulrich is pocketing much of the money from the inflated fines. He said I should speak to Aldous as Garrus needs a witness to bring Ulrich to justice. Apparently we're gonna find him over here, all the way on the other side of town. Onward! To find the drunk guy that's living outside on the streets.
Look at the muscles on you.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad you noticed. No. There's the guard that's outside of his house. Don't tell me he's living behind... Oh, no, he's not. I was gonna say, don't tell me he's living behind his own house. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Oh, this could be him. Aldous? Bothering him at 2:28 a.m.
Who are you?
Oh, see, he's wasted. Hey, I'm here to ask you. I know about the corrupt guard, dude. I'm here to help.
Ha! That stupid Swit? Throw me out of my home, will he? I'll show
he's
him a thing or
sobered up.
two about messing with an Othran. All I did was fall down, sure. Maybe even vomited on the floor of the tavern. Charge me 6 times, Ulrich? Charge me, you fetcher!
Oh, dare.
Well, I'm not standing for this anymore. You come with me and I'll show you what the Othrans can do when their backs are to the wall.
Oh, God, I hope he doesn't do anything dumb. Wait.
Get out of my way and keep following. I'll show you a thing or two.
Well, I don't want him to get arrested. Dude, come on now. We're supposed to, like, you know, raise a word, do this the legal way. Aldous! Aldous! Come on, man. It doesn't have to be like this. Alright, I'm saving it. I don't know what's gonna go down. I might have to get into a fight here. Oh, God. I wanted to do this the legal way. Paperwork. Hey, what's up? Just for fun. How are you doing? Doing a little quest here. This guy got fined way too many times. He was kicked out of his house and he's super pissed about it. We're trying to help him out, but I don't know. Uh-oh.
This is my house. Get out of the way.
Oh, I can't
move.
I can't move.
Sir, this property has been seized by his lordship,
Come on,
the
Aldous.
Count of Cheydinhall. Leave immediately.
I said move, or by my ancestors, I'll put you on the
Aldous.
ground with a split lip.
Aldous.
Sir, I must warn you that threatening
Knock
a
it
city
off.
guardsman is an offense punishable by a fine of no less than 50 gold.
Oh, no, he just got fined
or
again.
Be jailed.
Ah,
You
Jesus.
Swit. How dare you? Ulrich be damned. He can take his fine and stuff it up his backside.
Oh,
You've been warned. You are now under arrest. Please, come with me.
Aldous.
I'll go nowhere with you, fetcher. Nowhere.
Aldous, no.
You're outmatched, Elf.
No. Oh, man, he was easy to defeat. That's sad. Oh man. That's our first death witnessed of the night. Aldous Othrin is dead. Why, cruel world, why? Aldous Othrin has been slain by a Shadenhall guard. He had led me to his old house where he exchanged heated words with the guards. During the argument, Aldous pulled a knife and the guard put him down. I should tell Levana the sad news. Wow, that's fuzzed up, dude. I might as well not have gotten involved at all. Now I feel like the crook. This is terrible. Officer!
Move along, citizen. There's nothing to be done here. Move along.
There is one thing to be done here. One thing.
On, please. Move along.
Why'd you do that?
You saw what happened. I had no choice. Aldous attacked first, and I had to defend myself. If you don't like it, take it up with Ulrich.
Very well, officer.
Move along, please.
I'll take it up with the Lord! Ugh.
Stop!
Oh,
You violated the...
I know what I did!
Then pay with...
Yes! Ugh. For Aldous Othrin! You took him down! He didn't even have armor on, dude! Didn't even have armor!
The best you can do!
We will regain
Take the
glory! Take that fine and shove it up your ass! There's another guard back
You're
there.
outmatched, Elf! What?
Oh, he didn't die, he's just unconscious.
Never take
That's
me
bull
down!
crap.
This ends here!
You can't do a damn thing, officer. I've been training for years. Years, I say, years. 2-on-1 battle.
Take the fire!
You should have paid the fine. You shouldn't underestimate me, Officer Scum.
Die, cur! I just... You pathetic worm! You should have paid the fine! I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
Alright, I died. Darn it. I was trying to get some revenge. Sadly, this officer can't be killed. Well, I tried my best, Aldous. I do apologize that, I wasn't able to help you out a little bit better. Poor guy, man. He had 56 gold. He could have paid the fine. Why didn't you just pay the fine, Aldous? Should have paid the fine. Well, I'll take that. Just in case I get arrested a little bit later. Take that too.
Move along, Sid.
Why'd you do
You
that,
saw what
officer?
happened. I had no choice. Aldous attacked first, and I had to defend myself. If you don't like it, take it up with Ulrich.
Guess we're gonna have to go take it up with Ulrich. Maybe we can have his house
along,
later.
please.
I mean, you never know. So we're supposed to, next up, sad to say, we're supposed to go tell Levana the sad news about what happened here. Still, it's like 3:30 a.m. in the game. Bothering people in the middle of the night. Levana, where are you? Levana? Hello? She has it downstairs, I forgot. Levana, did you go downstairs? Where'd you go? She's somewhere. Did she really go downstairs? Or is she... Oh, here she is, sleeping. I didn't see the bed. Somebody put a chair in front of the bed. Levana?
What's wrong?
Had some drama outside. Aldous might not have made it.
Oh no, they killed him. I can't believe this. Ever since his wife passed at the hands of the bandits, his life has been miserable.
Poor
I've
guy.
grown to
That's the only
become
reason he
fond
was
of
drunk
him.
in the streets.
I wanted to take him into my house, but I was afraid.
Oh,
Now look what's become of him.
that's okay, Levana. I
No
feel like
more
a jerk
options
too.
left. Ulrich must be dealt with, and actions speak louder than words. You must do something for me.
Go tell Ulrich that I have some information that incriminates him.
Oh no, Levana, not you
Tell
too.
him to come alone, or he won't get it.
Oh God, what's she
Then
gonna
lead
do?
him here, and I'll do the rest.
I've heard this before, Levana. Please don't die like Othrin did. That'd be sad. Oh man, well let's ask her some extra questions before we leave. What else can you tell me about Aldous?
I'll make the necessary arrangements for his burial. He'll be buried next to his poor wife.
Alright. Poor Aldous. And Ulrich?
I'll deal with him soon enough.
I want to know how. I hope she doesn't get in trouble.
I'm listening.
She's only maxed out at a 64. That's not good at all. Alright.
Ulrich will not buy his way out of this one. He'll pay, I promise you.
Oh man, well just don't get in trouble, okay? I'm not gonna tell, but... I've seen too many people die. One is enough. I feel bad for Aldous. He was just wandering around drunk. He used to sing around town. Now we're not gonna hear anybody sing. That's bull crap. Bull crap. So next thing's next. We have to go find Leland himself, Ulrich Leland. Levana was furious after I told her of Aldo's fate. She wants me to go speak to Ulrich somehow and convince him to follow me back to her house, which is a perfect time right now, 3:30 a.m., where she would take care of him. This doesn't sound like the best method. Exactly, right? It doesn't sound like the best method to deal with Ulrich. I think I should speak to Garrus first, then decide to handle this situation. Oh, there's options. Ooh. We should do this both ways, escapees. I want to see what the better option is. Alright, so we can go talk to Garrus, tell him about Aldo's fate, or we could just try to lure Ulrich back over to Levana's. I'll lure Ulrich first, just because, you know, that's the one we're gonna do. But I'll save it right quick. Well, I'll save it right. Oh, I like that painting area. We're gonna do this both endings escapees, and we'll just figure out which one is the best, and we'll keep that ending. But one of them is we gotta get Ulrich, convince him to... Sorry, I went into the castle again. Need to go into the barracks. We gotta convince him to follow us back to Levana's house. Then she's gonna do something, I don't know what it is. I hope she doesn't die, but we'll see. Then we'll reload it, and we'll go and tell Garrus instead. We'll see if we can do this the diplomatic way, where nobody else dies, I hope. Oh, there's
Well
Ulrich
met.
now.
Devera Romanen is sure proud of the Newlands Lodge.
Greetings,
She's
Dunmer.
especially happy
Actually,
that the
where
Red
is what's his
Queen's
name?
in-
Oh, there's Ulrich.
She
Okay.
runs a good inn.
I thought that was Garrus.
Get out of my way before I have you slapped in irons.
I'm listening.
Oh, well that's not gonna work. He doesn't even want to talk to us.
Go take your break.
Ulrich?
Get out of my way before...
Yeah, there's like no way to convince him to come back. Let me see. I'm talking to Ulrich. He is not coming back, dude. Ulrich? He sleeps in armor.
Get out of my way before I have you slapped in irons.
Yeah, there's no convincing him. I don't know what to do there. I guess we can't do the first ending then. Alright, well. Time to go bother Garrus over here. Close the door so nobody hears us. Garrus! Garrus, there's been drama. Somebody's
We
dead.
must put an end to this travesty of justice.
Garrus, Aldous is dead.
Aldous will be mourned. I won't sit by and watch the innocent being driven to the brink like that. Something must be done, but without bloodshed.
That's what I was saying. Well, what do you propose?
Levana has always been quick-tempered. You
Yes,
must
I saw that
reconsider her
tonight.
plan. It can only lead to prison for her and for you.
Yeah, and I couldn't even talk to
I
what's his name.
swear that Ulrich will pay for this. We must handle this carefully and prove to the Count that he needs to be arrested.
I'm with you,
Ulrich
Garrus.
has been watching me, so I haven't been able to enact a plan I devised to bring him down. That ends today, now that you're here.
Yeah.
The
let's do
evidence
it.
we
Let's
need
do
to
it.
incriminate Ulrich must lie within his quarters. You must sneak in there and retrieve it without
More
being
Thieves stuff.
seen. If you're caught, there isn't anything I can do to help you.
Oh, thanks
Just
for the
be
vote of
careful.
confidence, Garrus. Oh, at least he gave us the key, though. Nice. All right.
Aldos's death is...
Wait a minute, isn't the room next door? I've just
do
been
what
in
we
there.
can.
I've already busted
Put
through.
his soul at ease.
Oh, yeah, rest in peace, Aldos. So Garrus was saddened by the news of Aldos's death. He vowed to bring Ulrich to justice by any means. He suggested the only way to incriminate the captain would be by searching his quarters. He suggested that I sneak in there and look for such evidence. I'll have to decide if I want to do this Garrus's way or Levana's way. Oh, here's where I get to decide. We'll do it both. So Garrus wants me to find evidence. Levana wants me to convince Ulrich to go over there. Let's go see Levana's evil ending. If I can talk to Ulrich. He hasn't wanted to talk to me at all. Let's see if that changes. Wake up!
I don't like being disturbed.
He does change his demeanor. Follow me. There's trouble afoot.
So, you say Levana wishes to see me? Very
Oh,
well,
yes,
lead on.
yes.
This should prove amusing.
She's gonna show you her boobs. Come on, let's go. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Whoa, 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 officer. Jeez, that table gets beat up quite a lot. Hey, so if I don't finish this quest, can I have Ulrich Leland, hang out with me forever? Just curious. I think you can. We had a quest recently too. I think it was last stream or a couple streams ago, where
Another message from
Amisai, I was waiting for you. All right, well I don't have time right now, Amisai. I'm in the middle of another quest here. All right.
What do you want?
No, I'm good. I know what that is. Thank you, thank you.
Mesha.
The reason I skipped that real quick is yes, I am waiting for Amisai and the Grey Fox, but we're doing this the evil way first, just to see the evil ending of this quest line, and then I'm gonna reload it and do the good ending of the quest line.
No hide you.
So this playthrough doesn't matter, Amisai. Get out of here. All rude. So yeah, I'm gonna go out here. Let me see if I can have Ulrich follow me outside of the town gates. Yeah, we can. That's crazy.
Keep leading.
Yeah, this is one of those quests where if you never complete it, you can have a guard hanging out with you. Wow. Alright. Interesting. I wonder if he can be killed. Okay, well anyways, we'll go do this Levana's way. Hey, what's up, Soulful? Welcome
It's good
in.
to see you again.
I'm doing well. How about yourself? We're doing this quest line here in Shaden Hall. I was just waiting to get contacted by the Grey Fox. And Amisai just did, but I'm in the middle of doing the evil ending. And then I'm going to reload it and we'll finish the right proper way. So we've convinced Ulrich. I was just curious to see if Ulrich is one of those NPCs that would follow us everywhere. And it seems like he would. He came with me outside of Shaden Hall Gate. So if we didn't complete this quest at all, we could have this guy as a companion. Quote unquote. But we are going to do this the evil way real quick. Then we'll do it the good way afterwards. Alright, so we're bringing him back over to Levana's house. I've arrived. Let's see where he goes. So she's just fed up with all his fines that he's been imposing on town. Her neighbor even got killed because of it, long story short. He's here, Levana, he's here!
So, Levana, I hear you have something I'd want to see.
Flash your boobs!
How dare you walk in here like you don't know what's going on?
Oh, I can't
Of
move
course
again.
I know what's going on. What intrigues me is that you had the nerve to threaten me. I'm just curious to see what you've come up with.
Just because you run the law in this town doesn't put you above it. You're going to pay for what happened to Aldous.
Aldous was a drunkard and a fool. He decided to draw a blade and attack a guard, so he paid the price.
You bastard. How many more people are going to pay the price? How many more have to die just so you can earn another gold
I love how they're
coin?
both doing the hand thing.
I'm not going to stand here and debate this all night. You give me that evidence and I'll consider not having you executed.
Oof.
As you wish, Ulrich. Come, my lovelies, your feast has arrived!
Uh-oh, what is it?
That's all I'll be needing you for. Stay and watch. But
Rats! Oh, she paralyzed him. Woo! Stay and watch. Oh my god! Once Ulrich was led inside Levana's house, she cast some sort of paralysis spell on him. At that point, Levana released some rats upon Ulrich's helpless body that bit him until he was dead. I should report this to Garrus. Ooh! Levana!
I have no regrets.
No regrets. Ulrich!
Justice has been done. Go tell Garrus what's transpired here. I await my fate.
Remember how Garrus was like, she hasn't done anything against the law. Yet. He put that yet in there, and now I know why.
Go.
Levana!
Tell Garrus what I've done.
We'll at least loot this guy. He only had 51 gold on him. Alright. We'll go see what Garrus has to say. Don't worry, I'm gonna reload it. I want to do this the nice way. I just wanted to see what would happen if we did it the evil way. I've never seen that. I always finish this quest the kind way. Or, you know, diplomatic way, I should say. Wow, so she sent out rats. That's crazy. Yay, good to hear that you're back home from work. Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool. What? You had Ulrich help with the Brumagate once. He actually complimented me at the end of it. Oh, man. Hey, what's up, Nuka? Happy September. Woo! Indeed. Yes, wild. Oh, September. Happy September. I thought you said September. Now y'all know where my head's at. Yes, happy September. So I was thinking, Nuka, I didn't calculate it, but is your birthday on Halloween? Or October 30th? Because if so, that's wild. I was just remembering something that you had told me in chat, and I was like, wait a minute. Oh, okay, September 30th. There we go. 30 days, I remember you said. And I don't know why I was thinking, I'm like, oh, okay, October, 30 days after. Wow. That's awesome. Well, happy birthday month. Happy almost birthday, Nuka. Yeah, what's with so many rat trainers in the game? True. People that have rats in their basement. Oh, so I'm looking for Garrus. I guess this time I do go into the castle. We're seeing the evil ending of this particular quest. Garrus!
I feel Ulrich's eyes upon me as we speak. So be brief.
Ulrich's dead? I don't know how you could feel his eyes if he's dead.
We must put an end.
Well, it's already ended.
I'm very disappointed in you. The proper way to do this would have been my way, but you chose bloodshed.
Oof.
I should have you arrested. However, since you aren't fully at fault, I won't report your involvement to the Count. Levana, on the the other hand, will pay for her crime.
Oh,
I'll
no.
ensure that her stay in
thank you
jail
so much.
is not
Hey,
long.
thank you, Nuka.
Obviously, I have no love for Ulrich, so I'll do what I can on her
Hark
behalf.
now, what do I hear?
Now, if you'll
The
excuse
atomic
me, I
lich
must speak to the Count.
ascending in the stream 12
Please,
months.
Meet me at the Chadenhall Bridge Inn in 2 hours.
Wait a minute, what? This quest goes on? I thought once she went to jail, that was it. Well, I must see. Thank you so much, Nuka. I appreciate that. Happy 1 year anniversary. Woo! 12 months. That is insane. Thank you, thank you. Escapees, anybody close to your keyboards and chat, please
How
consider
are you?
dropping some love, some hype, some emotes of any kind. Thank you, Nuka. Yeah. Wow, I couldn't believe this quest goes on. So Garrus was upset that I resort to such a method to have Ulrich removed. Yeah, he got eaten alive by rats. That is pretty bad. Have Ulrich removed from his position, but he was glad it was over. Oof. Said to report this to the Count of Shane Hall. Told me to meet him at the Bridge Inn in 2 hours. Okay. So it's 8, like about 10 a.m. in game. Just seeing how this evil ending turns out. But then we'll do it the right way. I know. My character's not inherently evil. I just like saving it and then reloading to see what else would happen. Gotta be over here. 2 hours. Is that her? Levana! Nope, sorry. Sorry, you had the same hairstyle. Shane Hall Bridge. Let's wait a couple hours. Alright, it's been about 2 hours. Garrus Delirious should be meeting me at Shaden
I
Hall
come
Bridge.
from speaking with Count Indaris.
Oh, I
have
can't
news
move.
for you.
Yes. Oh, I can't move because I'm over encumbered, duh. What is
After
it?
speaking to the Count and reviewing your testimony, we decided to reduce Levana's sentence as she was acting for self-preservation.
She was?
I've been promoted to the post of Captain of the Guard and hope to return respect to the peacekeepers of this town. The Count and I thank you for helping bring Ulrich's hold on Shaden Hall to an end, though we would have preferred having him brought up on charges. As a token of our gratitude, as you did this at the risk of false imprisonment or perhaps your life, we reward you this bounty of gold.
Hey, you get some
On
gold.
behalf of the people of Shaden Hall, I thank you.
575 gold. Alright, alright.
Until we meet again, may your travels be safe and the road remain clear.
So that's ending 1, the evil ending. I'm gonna save it right there because we did get some gold. I'm curious if we might get more. Maybe we'll get like a cool Shaden Hall item for completing the quest the right way, you know, the kind way, and not killing the guard with rats. Yeah, get that coin, yes. But let us go ahead. We're gonna load up right after Aldous died. He's the drunk guy that ended up setting off everything. Sorry, my headset is beeping. That means that the battery is low, so I'm going to have to plug it in. I'm lazy. I don't want to take it off. Put it back on. Uh-oh. Dude, every time these guys get up from that table, they blast food off. Oh, Amisai!
I have another message from...
Yes, yes. What's this message here?
The Grey Fox requests a meeting. Please travel to Athralo's house in the Imperial City Elven Gardens.
Alright, thank you, Amisai. Athralo's house, Imperial City. Got it. Thank you.
May shadow hide you.
Okay. So we're flipping over and we're gonna do the end of this quest, hopefully the kind and diplomatic way. Instead of taking Ulrich over to Levana's house to have him eaten alive by rats, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and search his room, search his quarters here. We have to find something that would incriminate the captain. Will you get out of here? I'm trying to steal. Maybe a diary. I'm gonna be super obvious too. Hey, have you seen anything incriminating around here, officer?
Hi there.
At least he's friendly. Just looking, just looking. Ooh, maybe in the very hard chest. Darn, I gotta wait till this guy leaves at least. Yeah, it's almost impossible unless I go into this dark corner. See, he can't see me right here. But because of that candle, he can kind of see me. Oh, they can see us. What if I go into this corner right here? Nope. Dang it. Alright, I guess I'll just have to wait till that guard comes out. It is such a good game, Nuka. How long do the batteries last in my headphones? I'll be honest, I don't know. I'd say like about a stream and a half. So about 6 hours-ish, maybe? That's when I usually get the beep. Same with the rechargeable batteries that I have. They usually last for about a stream and a half. I gotta change those out too. But that's just an estimate. I could be mistaken. Oh gosh. Oh, hello. Oh, everyone's leaving. What time is it? Oh, 6 in the morning. Good, good. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Alright, this is the only place that I haven't checked yet, so I'm assuming. But for the headset, I have a Logitech. What was it called? I can't remember. Logitech Artemis. But what was it? It was a G922, I think. I know, I do still have the box. In typical millennial fashion, I do have the box lying around somewhere. You never know when you're gonna need those paper instructions, right? Now that we have the internet, huh? There we go. Yeah, about 4.5 hours. Oh, it was nothing! Broke like 3 lockpicks to find 2 gold and an extra lockpick. Oh man, I could have sworn this is where we would find something. Well, I'm searching the room. I don't see anything that's out of place here. Let me see, let's open up the map real quick. Maybe in the other treasure chest? Whatever it is should be right in front of me. Gold? No. Guide to Shadenhall. I see nothing suspicious. The bear carpet? Let me see. What am I supposed to be looking for? Just something that looks out of place, right? He suggested the only way to incriminate the captain would be by searching his quarters, suggesting that I sneak in there and look for such evidence. Okay, well, I've been looking. I just haven't found a darn thing yet. The guide to Shadenhall? No. His clothes? Fancy clothes? No. The carpet? According to the green marker. Oh, a tiny note on top of the book that I completely didn't see until right now. Ah, jeez. Yeah, you're right, Panda is right there. I saw it. I'm like, what? It blended so well in with the book. I could not see it from this angle at all. It was a note. I keep all my boxes too, February, I feel you. I got my Xbox Series X box. That sounds redundant, right? I got my Xbox Series X box still. Maybe you should say the box to the Series X. Oh, there goes somebody again. See, I can't even grab the letter from this angle. Oh yeah, I can. Oh, okay, it just looks like a little book too. I thought it was gonna turn into a hand. In Ulrich's quarters, I've discovered a letter he wrote to some relatives outside of Cyrodiil. In it, he talks about sending them a great deal of money and goods he purchased using the illicit funds. How dare he! This is the evidence Garrus would need. I should take it to him. That he was sending money back to his family, which actually isn't too, you know. The way he got the money was horrible, but if he was trying to help out his family, that's honorable. But, you know, not by stealing from the town. This is Captain Ulrich. Dearest Isabel and Janetta, I should be able to send you another package of money and goods within the month. This posting is proving more lucrative than I first expected. Who knew that Indaris would be so easy to dupe? He doesn't even care. Indaris is the Count. He doesn't even care. He's so busy wrapped up in his own affairs, and I mean that literally. Affairs, oh. He has no time to pay attention to the daily operations of Cheydinhal. I've decided to raise fines again next month. Then we can be constructing that summer we keep. I think they forgot summer home. Then we can begin constructing that summer keep. Oh, the summer keep. Oh, okay, I get it. Sorry. Then we can begin constructing that summer keep we'd always wanted, my cousins. More to come soon. More to come. My love to both of you. Ulrich. Ah, so I should probably take that. So he's sending money back to his family, huh? Well, I mean, if they already had regular homes, they didn't need no summer keep. Yeah, I'm coming out of the guard's room. All obvious. Alright, so we gotta get this letter back over to Garrus. Seems that he likes to hang out in the castle, so he's there. Bungie said, they say when you murder someone, the Dark Brotherhood comes to you in your sleep. It's how they recruit new members. True. Yeah, it was hard to see. So your Xbox box isn't an Xbox then yet. Oh! Nope, not an Xbox yet, because I haven't thrown it away, huh?
Hail.
Are these flowers on the floor? They are! I can't pick them up, though.
I trust
Hey,
there were no run-ins with the guards in the barracks?
No, I'm still here, aren't I?
You're back. Good. Did you find the evidence?
Yeah. Crazy note.
You've done it. This letter will spell his
I've
undoing
done
when I
it.
present it to Count
Capital.
Indaris. Splendid work indeed. I must hasten to the Count and deliver this immediately. Please, meet me back at the Cheydinhal Bridge Inn in about 2 hours.
Alright. Well, there he goes. Woo! Fly free, Garrus, fly free! Well, that's wild. I mean, you know, better ending than
What's
seeing
this
someone
about?
get eaten alive by rats, right? Although I admit the rats were pretty entertaining. Shocking. So we found that note that incriminated Captain Ulrich. Well, let's see how it all ends up. Gotta meet the guard in 2 hours here. So almost 10 a.m. It's been about 2 hours, and Garrus Sterilian should be meeting me at the
I come from
Cheydinhal
speaking with
Bridge.
Count Indaris, and I've news for you.
Alright, so what happened?
After speaking to the Count, and in light of the evidence you recovered, Ulrich has been removed from his post and arrested.
Good, get him out of here.
Many guards are coming
He
forward
was
with
laughing
more
at the
evidence
Count,
of his
how
greed.
dare.
So it's safe to say he'll be spending quite a bit of time in the city dungeons.
Oh, he's in the dungeon.
I've been promoted to the post of captain of the guard.
Woo!
Hope
GG,
to return
Garrus.
respect
I
to the
see your
peacekeepers
fancy
of
armor
this
now.
town. The Count and I thank you for helping bring Ulrich's hold on Cheydinhal to an end, and for doing so without unnecessary bloodshed. As a token
Good
of
for
our
us,
gratitude,
good for us.
you did this at the risk of false imprisonment, or perhaps
Let's see
your
how much
life.
gold we get.
We reward you this bounty of gold. On behalf of the people of Cheydinhal, I thank you.
650 gold. So, if not too much of a difference. I thought we were gonna get like an item or something. If Ulrich dies by Levana's hand and gets eaten by rats and all that stuff, you get 575 gold, and Levana goes to jail for a little bit, but she's not like too, you know, they don't hate her, so she doesn't get like a super heavy prison sentence or anything like that. If we do it the diplomatic way, which is Garrus's way, finding that note and stuff, we get 650 gold, so not too bad. I was hoping for like a cool item, like a sword of Cheydinhal or something. Oh well. Anything else before I leave, Garrus?
Ulrich will be spending years in the city dungeons. This should give him plenty of time to reflect on what
Let's
he's
go
done.
see him.
Until we meet again, may your travels be safe and the road remain clear.
You too, Garrus. Dude, Ulrich Leland, the former captain, he was an asshole. If you talk to him in town, he's like, "Get away from me before I have you slapped in irons," which means arrested. How dare, how dare. So now let's go talk to him in jail and see if he eats his words. The barracks are over here. I'm assuming the jail's over here too, but I could be wrong, I don't know. Hey, where's the jail, you guys? Is it down here? Ah, it's down here. Oop. Hey, can I see one of the,
Something I can help you with?
Yeah, can I see one of the inmates?
I suppose I have to. Keep your hand to yourself in there. I'll be right next to you the whole time.
Oh, I was gonna try to fondle one of them. Darn it. Yay, let's go. Ulrich
Get
Leland.
too close to the prisoners.
Ulrich Leland. Oh, oh, what are you wearing, Ulrich? Oh my goodness.
Prisoners may not
Look
accept
who's slapped
gifts.
in irons now,
Come to
Ulrich.
gloat, eh?
You
Well,
knew
you'll
it.
get no
Prisoners
apologies from
may
me.
not accept gifts.
Oh yeah.
You better hope I never get out of here. Remorse?
I'll remember that.
Ah,
I think, didn't
Get
we
too
send
close
another
to
guard to
prisoners.
jail? And then he did come and hunt us down afterwards? What if that happens with this guy too?
no touching the locks.
I'm not touching the locks, I'm laughing at this dude. Alright, let's get out of here.
No touching the locks.
Have fun eating bread and cheese every day.
Prisoners may not
And not the
accept
good
gifts.
cheese. Yeah, thanks, jailer. Well, that was a quest. Complete hype. Woo! Victory! We'll save it and shave it to make it official right there. Woo! Yeah, from the Imperial City, right? We, gosh, that was another corrupt guard. Corrupt Conscious or something. No, that was the name of this one. Let me see. Yeah, Corruption and Conscience was the one here in Shadenhall. There was... And it was a... Thieves Guild quest, if I'm not mistaken, right? Let me see, that was a long time ago too, actually. Yeah, here it is. Imperial Corruption. Yeah, Audis Avidius came and hunted us down, and we had to kill him. And then this popped up. Audis Avidius is dead. He was that crooked guard in the Imperial City that threatened Lurik and Ruslan. He must have escaped from prison. Kept raving about how he would get me for putting him in jail. Well, this other guard, Ulrich Leland, just said the same thing. Uh-oh. And this one, the ending just says what happened to Garrus, that he got replaced, or he replaced Ulrich. Yada yada yada, but you never know, Ulrich Leland could break out, find us, and try to attack us too, huh? Very interesting. Yeah, cheese is pretty. Not the good cheese. Gross molded cheese. The stuff that's got the green fur on it already. I know, because I was thinking too, I'm like, actually I like cheese myself. Alright, escapees, we've been live for 2 hours. I'm going to take just a quick break here. But real quick, the Nightbot timer sent up some links. Let me do a little shameless self-promotioning real quick. If you're enjoying the stream, please consider hitting the follow button, you guys. We're trying to, of course, grow the channel. We've been trying to grow the channel for the last 7 years. Woo! Might as well keep going, right? If you want to follow our social media, feel free to do so. No pressure or anything like that. But you can check out my social media at any of those links that have scrolled up a bit. Or quick Google search of soul_escape, capital SOUL_3SC4P3, capital SOUL_3SC4P3. If you want to follow my Snapchat, quick search of Solar Escape, different name on that one, SOUL0UR3SCAPE, SOUL0UR3SCAPE. And my Xbox gamer tag on the Series X is Soul Space Escape, capital SOUL spacebar 3SC4P3, SOUL space 3SC4P3. Currently at 9,600 followers. Couldn't have done it without your help, your host, your retweets, people in chat, lurkers, and tonight, Sour Kool-Aid Show raid. Woo! So huge thank you to DP and Stinky Pete and all of the hooligans that came in from their movie night this Thursday. I appreciate that. Hey! It is, wow, it's almost 1 a.m. I can't believe it. Yeah, plenty of stinky cheese, true. Break him out. I'm not breaking him out. He's gonna kill me, February. I'm hoping he gets double locked about there. Bungie said, truth is, Legion doesn't know who was behind the Emperor's murder. We've already ruled out the Dark Brotherhood. So is this something worse? Bungie with the NPC dialogue going strong right there. Alright, I will be right back, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Just gotta take a quick restroom break. But I will see you soon. Thank you for the awesome stream tonight. And, yeah, happy Sub-September, everybody. Woo! See you soon. Hopefully we hear some NPCs arguing or something.
What's going on with you? I've heard that Nord warriors have traveled from Skyrim with orc mercenaries to assault the Naderen of Morrowind. The Nords have always been protective of their territory. It's no wonder they get involved in these disputes. Bye. Goodbye.
Alright, testing, testing. Yo, what's up, escapees? Sorry about that. Had to take a quick restroom break. Bungie 2, run, get to the restroom. Get to the chopper! Sorry. Good morning if I woke anybody up there. My apologies for that. Next thing's next. Look what I found. Oh, found a twisted tea in the fridge. And since I think it was Glitter or somebody in chat told me that this weekend was indeed Labor Day weekend, I thought I had time. I was like, oh, you know, I still have about a week to figure out if I'm gonna go to Packwood or not. But I don't, so to Labor Day weekend, bloop, we're gonna do a little drinking. But first, let me thank you, Panda.
Hello there.
I'm not listening to you. It's because I don't.
Alright. Yeah, thank you for the welcome back. Real quick, we're going to have a little fun here. So if anybody's partying at home, cheers!
Hello! Ganradel can teach you about acrobatics for a price.
Did we hear any good town gossip right here?
She's a very demanding teacher.
Here's some gossip right now. They're talking about that lady that likes to train dogs. They always trash talk any of the dog owners here,
Saying there's trouble in Kamash.
saying that they're
The whole
weird,
town
strange
destroyed.
people. Like, what?
Only a
Some of
few
us like pets, alright?
Really? Anvil is all in an uproar. First the
Granted, some of the pets that get smack talk about are
It can't be.
the NPCs that own like rats and
Ulrich Lane
skeevers
was
and
thrown
stuff.
into dungeons for stealing money from the city coffers. Justice for the little guy.
Good day.
oh yeah,
There.
did you hear that? Justice for the little guy. They were capping on how Ulrich just got tossed in jail. We just finished that quest line right now.
She's pretty shy.
Cheers, everybody.
unless
Thank
you
you
get
so
her
much
talking
once again for
about
hanging
armor.
out. Yeah, there's my hemp wick right there. Gotta be healthy, right? Don't worry, I'll do it off stream. Whoop. Only one. I made the mistake of doing 2 in a row last night. Just 2 little one-hitter quitters. Oh no. I got dumbs. I got 2 dumbs. I was forgetting everything that I was doing. I'm like, oh, I was supposed to do that. Oh. And since I didn't take a drink before, cheers, everybody. Thank you so much for kicking it with me. To a good start to Labor Day weekend, if you're in the U.S. And if you're anywhere else, to a good start to a regular weekend. Woo! Or Friday, at least. It is Friday. Oh, you took... Nice! A 4-day weekend, hopefully, huh, Will? That's badass. Well, I hope you enjoy your little mini vacation right there. Always a good time. Yeah! Oh, just games all weekend. That's gonna be badass, Will. Any games in particular? Alright, so we're a little bit over encumbered. As always, right? As always. Oh, thank you, Wandering Star.
May your kills be.
going in here. I need some repairs done. Hey, Tertia.
I hope I can help.
See how Tertia, as a smithy, she's got her store kind of set up. She doesn't have a legit, like, front counter. We were talking about the differences between Oblivion and Skyrim yesterday. And one of the differences in details and stuff is how, like, all the merchants in Oblivion are kind of different. Some have counters, some, like Copious Coin Purse, have a counter that's got, like, an engraving of the store motto, which I think Copious Coin Purse is the only store where when you leave, your coin purse is just as full as when you got there. It's like a confusing one. But yeah, they got their motto all engraved and stuff. So every merchant's house and little shop and everything is kind of set up differently. Where in Skyrim, you know, they do have different shops, different store setups, but most of them always are just standing behind a counter and all that, waiting. They got their ingredients all set up. In this one, it's like kind of different. The stores, you know, sometimes they don't have counters at all. Anyways, Tertia.
Can't go into battle with broken equipment.
She's like, why are you staring at me? And she's 100% correct. All my equipment is broken. We got really beat up from those trolls in the painted world that we just came out of.
Take care.
So we've done 2 quests tonight. We were just waiting for Amisai or Methridel to find us, tell us that the Grey Fox had our final mission. Well, maybe. He's been saying that his plan's almost complete. So
Afternoon.
we're gonna go meet him over at the Imperial City, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and... yeah, the ultimate heist. I'm pretty sure this might be the final heist for the Thieves Guild. Ooh, final quest, everybody. Final quest. Oh yeah, more 76. That's gonna be good, Will. And maybe Fallout 4. Yeah, I've been kind of wanting to go back to Fallout 4 myself recently. I was watching a couple streamers play it earlier, and they were doing stuff with the Forged, those enemies that like to use a lot of fire and all that. I'm like, hey, I kind of want to play again. So with the ultimate quest, or the ultimate heist here, excuse me, Amisai has given me another message from the Grey Fox. I'm to meet him at Othrello's house in the Elven Gardens district in the Imperial City. Funny enough, this is not the first time I've been to Othrello's. Othrello's has a wife or a girlfriend, or just some chick that lives with him, who can train us in security, which is lockpicking and stuff. So I've been to Othrello's house many times to get security lockpick training. So I do kind of know where he lives, but I'll probably need a little refresher. Oh, you have Nuka? How's Fallout 4 been? I do miss it. There's a lot of quests and stuff that I've forgotten in Fallout 4. Just because when we were streaming it, we focused a lot on just doing the main missions. And that's how we were able to bump out Brotherhood of Steel storyline, and oh look, they're both dancing. There must be something about this floor here. Yeah, here's the horse that died yesterday that I was sad about. I know, poor horse. But yeah, something about this area makes their bodies wiggle. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh gosh, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Fallout 4. Man, Fallout 4, there's been a lot of stuff that I've forgotten about it. But we did stream, we got through the Brotherhood of Steel questline. And then we went back, played it survival mode with the Institute questline. So there's still factions that I haven't sided with yet. I haven't done Minutemen, haven't done Railroad. And if there was another one, I kind of forgot. I haven't done that one either. Oh, getting all mags. Oh, nice. All the baubles. Yes, all the magazines. Doing all the quests till I can't. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing here too, Nuka. Nice. Yeah, doing all the quests that you can find and then finally working on the main story. Yep. Always a good time. Oh, doing all the quests until you can't do some main story quests. Oh, I get it. Due to faction choices, true. Ooh, what faction are you choosing this time around? Hey, Anxious Academic, welcome in. Welcome. We're heading back to the Imperial City. I got some Gray Fox stuff to do. We're about to, I think, complete this quest line. Called the Final Heist. Yeah, survival mode in Fallout 4 was a game changer for sure. My Brotherhood of Steel playthrough was very hard or whatever that max difficulty was. And when survival mode came out, I was like, oh, I want to try that. And so I played that second playthrough with the with Father's faction. I played that one on survival mode. Institute, there we go. Almost forgot Institute. So you guys might notice that I don't fast travel a lot. I do fast travel sometimes, definitely. Especially if it's, you know, kind of towards end of stream. But there's a lot of reasons why I don't fast travel too much, and they kind of have to do with this game. This game was my first Bethesda RPG, and it's kind of where I learned how to level characters. And so I've always remembered that in order to level our character here, we had to, you know, for example, with athletics and acrobatics, we actually had to complete those actions. And so a lot of times I wouldn't fast travel at all with my Oblivion characters because I was trying to raise their athletics level pretty quickly, or, you know, as high as I could. And then playing survival games, or, you know, survival mode on Fallout and Skyrim and all these other games here, they don't let you fast travel. And in some cases, the only way you're able to save the game, which I think was Fallout 4, is you have to sleep in beds. And that always kind of, it made it interesting, you know? It gave the game a bit of a more challenge and stuff, which is what I liked as well. You know, I think before I go to Othrelos, I'm gonna stop by my own house. Just because I'm like horribly over encumbered right now. You didn't like New Vegas? What? That's the first time I've heard that, Will. Can I ask why? I'm curious now. I don't mind. Or I mean, you know, hey, we all have opinions. Usually people say the opposite though, that's why I'm shocked. They're like, New Vegas was my favorite. Oh yeah, see, Nuka said New Vegas is a shiz. I agree, Nuka. I loved New Vegas. I loved finding out what Mr. House looked like. I thought he was a great character because he was all shriveled up and mummified. I thought that was amazing. I was like, we need more main character NPC enemies that look like, you know, Mr. House or have terrible backstories like that. Same with Fallout 1's Master and Fallout 2's Frank Horrigan. Both great characters. I just learned yesterday, thanks to people in chat, that Frank Horrigan was a super mutant. I thought he was just like a really tall... I actually didn't know who Frank Horrigan was outside of his power armor. I thought he was just some big guy. I don't know. I even had thoughts that maybe he could be like some synth or something, like a really big synth. And that he, you know, couldn't take off his power armor. But yeah, it turns out he was a super mutant. Once again, I haven't played Fallout 1 and 2, so I've just seen lore over on, lore videos over on YouTube. I know, I don't want to use my feather potion because it's only a couple pounds. But I am a little bit over encumbered. Again, as always, I know. That's why we're going home first. Need to drop a couple items. Well... You know what? I'm just gonna eat that boar meat that we picked up. That's what caused this whole debacle here. Because I picked up the meat. There. Alright, now we're good. We may continue. We'll kind of veer off to the left over here. Yeah, I heard 1 and 2 are good. I do have Fallout 1. I got it for free on Steam during Fallout's 20th year anniversary. Steam was giving out Fallout 1 for free. Fallout 3 was your first Fallout game? Same for me, Nuka. Fallout 3 was my first Fallout game. And Elder Scrolls Oblivion here was my first Elder Scrolls and Bethesda RPG in general. So I played Oblivion, then I played Fallout 3, then I played New Vegas, then Skyrim, I believe, then Fallout 4, then ESO, then Fallout 76. I think. Pretty sure that's the order. But I have not played Fallout 1, I've not played Fallout 2, I've not played Elder Scrolls Arena, I've not played Elder Scrolls Daggerfall either. Oh, okay, I forgot to put Morrowind in there, so let me get the order again. I've played Fallout 3, no, sorry. Oblivion, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Skyrim, Fallout 4, ESO, Morrowind, then Fallout 76. Morrowind was kind of the one we went back to and streamed, I think like maybe 3 years ago, I'm not sure, I can't remember. Maybe longer, maybe 4 years ago. But the last time we streamed this game, Oblivion, was a good 5 years ago, and we focused mostly on Dark Brotherhood stuff. Oh, not much of a story person. The mechanics are clunky, says Will for Fallout New Vegas. I enjoyed the crafting too. I like the way they added in legendary weapons on Fallout 4 as well. Yeah, Fallout 1. I remember watching a certain friend we used to have here, Nuka, when he was playing Fallout 1, I believe. Oh, Fallout Tactics. I have not played Fallout Tactics either. Yeah, it is glitchy. Oh man, remember in New Vegas when the rad scorpions were, well, at least in my playthroughs, they were like under the ground, but you could still bats them. If you shot, of course, you wouldn't hit them, but you could definitely see that they were under the ground. And in particular, I remember that happening around that Brotherhood of Steel bunker that's supposed to be hidden. Yeah, good times. OpenMW makes Morrowind nice on new computers as well. I would like to go back and play Morrowind again, because I didn't finish the main story, sadly. We were doing some like shrine quests or some quests for some like Dunmer gods. And then I kind of got lost in the main story, and then some other game came out and I was like, alright, we'll stream this other game over here. Sure, why not? Alright, finally home! Now I can drop off some of this stuff. I'll just deal with all this later. I stole that guy's shirt, Ulrich Leland, because I thought that was proof of him being, you know, rich or whatever. We're trying to find proof that he was embezzling money from the townspeople. So I thought his fancy clothes would be proof enough. Oh, we do still have Chillrend. I keep forgetting to use it in battle, though. We got Chillrend, which is a lovely glass blade that's blue instead of the, you know, usual green. And it also appears in Skyrim. It's got some frost damage on it, which is pretty nice. But yeah, my favorite part is that it also appears in Skyrim. Keep some of these arrows and get rid of the other ones. Looking at the floor while we spin around. Next thing, drop off some of this extra stuff. We did do the Painted World quest, which was pretty interesting. Got the turpentine from that. I did use 2. We originally get 6. Probably 1 for each troll that was in there, huh? I think there were 6 trolls. Alright, just using or dropping some potions that I'm not gonna use. I think we can put away Jackman's book. Jackman's the guy who, the vampire whose boots we stole for the Grey Fox yesterday. I don't think we need that. Leave that there too. And after we're all done with this, escapees, we will be starting up on the final mission, I believe. Unless I'm wrong, I could be wrong. But the final mission for the Thieves Guild. Hey. Alright, so far so good. 9:17, let's get a good night's rest. 11 hours sleep will start out in the morning. Hey Coyote, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Chillrend is in Skyrim too. That it blew my mind, Nuka, when I saw that. I was like, Chillrend? I go, oh, I remember Chillrend. Because you're right, it happened to be a weapon that my character was using, and it had a blue hue too. I was like, oh, I didn't know this one was also in Oblivion. But yeah, I'll show you what it's not as cool looking in Oblivion as it is in Skyrim. But cool looking compared to a regular glass sword in this game as well. So I can't zoom in, I can't move my character side to side, sadly. Oh, I know what I can do though. We'll go like this, and then I'll zoom in the old-fashioned way right here. But yeah, that's Chillrend. That's what it looks like right there. Regular glass stuff is the same color as that armor, but Chillrend has that nice blue hue. Yeah. A little different than Skyrim's though, huh? Skyrim's does look nicer. It's got the, it's got a better shape and it has some grooves and stuff. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Princess? Good to see you. Oh, thank you. Today I actually have the, I guess you can't really tell, but it's the brown lipstick. Which, sad to say, my black lipstick is... Sorry if I scared anyone towards the end of the last stream where I wore black lipstick. I got off stream and I realized that I had been kind of licking off the part, so I had like this black outline and then weird, you know, pink lip showing underneath. Or, you know, normal lip color skin showing underneath. And so my black lipstick is kind of, I don't know, it has this weird like clumpy texture now. I think I've been using it too much and it's a good like 3 years old or so. So yeah, today I'm using the brown one, which is way nicer. But if it looks gothic, good. No, we're just joking. Thank you, Princess. You're like, alright, so I didn't want a backstory on that. Thank you. No, you're good. I actually, you know, appreciate the fact that it looks like black lipstick. Yeah, that is, Chillrend right there. I almost forgot the name for a second. Yep. Oops! Forgot to zoom out too. There we go. So it's 8:25 a.m. By the way, if I didn't say it before, good to see you, Princess Sriracha. I hope you've been well. Amisai has given me our final message from the Grey Fox. I am to meet him at Othrello's house in the Elven Gardens district, here in the Imperial City. Alright. Look, there's Amisai.
It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too, Amisai.
What's new with
We
you?
rescued him from prison during one of the Thieves Guild missions. He was working as a fence without any, you know, group or anything, like not part of a guild or a Thieves Guild of any sorts. Hey, who's swimming out there? Is that Puny Angus?
The children are starving.
Puny
I'm so
Angus.
hungry.
It's raining out here. Get out of the
Thank
water.
you, kind lady.
Take a coin.
Blessings of the shadow of...
Watch out for lightning strikes. Some of the town folk like to have a little dip in the water here and there. At least Puny Angus does.
It is a privilege.
Alright, this is the Temple District. I think we're going to Talos Plaza. What could the Grey Fox want? He's been having us collect, kind of like the Mages Guild, he was having us collect certain items so that he could bring to fruition this grand plan. We're about to hear what the grand plan is. Let's see what this master scheme of his...
Children are starving.
Since it's Thieves Guild, I'm assuming we're gonna steal something cool.
You're a fit one.
I think I remember what it is. I don't want to say. Well, there's Othrella's right
The
there.
Grey Fox is waiting inside.
All right, shh, I'm going in. There we go. Grey Fox, Your Honor.
I've been waiting for you. Have a seat.
Ooh, can we eat some of this? I'll have some wine here. So, how's everything?
Are you ready for one last great heist?
I'm ready. The last one?
This is the big one.
The big
This
one?
is the heist that will be written about and talked about for decades to come.
Oh, man.
You're going to steal one of the Elder Scrolls
Oh, it was
from
the
the
Elder
Imperial
Scrolls.
Palace. Are you ready for this challenge?
I just hope I don't have to read it. I don't want to lose my eyesight. I heard what happens when you read the Elder Scrolls. I see. Oh, thank you, Rev Chop. Reverend Lamb Chop. Welcome to the stream. Oh, wow. Me too. First Elder Scrolls game, same. Thank you for the 100 biddies. I appreciate that. Let me throw some biddies love, biddies hype in the channel. Please, anybody close to your keyboards, drop some love, drop some hype, some emotes of any kind for Rev Lamb Chop right there. Thank you for the 100. And of course, the Dollar Tree version. Yeah! Thank you, Rev Lamb. I appreciate it. No, you're all good. Yeah, put that on Spotify. Put the Dollar Tree version on Spotify. Thank you, Nuka, for the hype there. Woo! Thank you for being here, Scoopy's. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything in chat. Yeah, Puny's having his yearly wash, exactly. That's hilarious, Panda. Princess Sriracha said, I think Skyrim did a pretty good job at making a lot of the weapons and armor. Yeah, they definitely look cooler. We were capping on the glass armor's helmet. Oh, it just looks ridiculous. It has this big spire coming out of the top. No idea why, but I agree with you there. So this is the final heist for the Grey Fox. So, did you just say you wanted us to steal an Elder Scroll